What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darkest days? What do spirits say? What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darkest days? What do spirits say?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Hope all of you are having a good one. Welcome back to another beautiful, wonderful live stream, boys. It is time for some more 5v5 1v1 duels. Ooh. 5v5 1v1 duels, boys. Today is NA. Yesterday was the EU, and they were fun, but we didn't have the variety. I want to see some variety today. I want to see some new names, new faces, maybe even wacky builds. Try something new, try something different. Utilize the vendor, dude. That's what I really like. Is Psyched, I think, last week really went full-on blown ham mastery build to the point where it's deadly, but dude, he's just one punching people out of there. So it is awesome to watch. I mean, EU decided to go with a lot of gushers upon gushers upon gushers, right? Which doesn't change your gameplay, but it's strong. But god damn, dude, I was looking at some of the footage and I'm just like, everybody's doing the same thing. It's just now everybody does more damage thanks to gushings. That's all it ended up being. So I'm hoping at least somebody today surprises me with some beautiful spicy clip. Hey boys, all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope all of you having a good one. Let me get the music back up and running, boys. Here we go. Start off with this song. I kind of been digging this song at the start. Who we got in chat? We got it says boy type David. What's King of Nubs? I don't even know how to say your name, dude. Nathan Omar. We got it says Crazy Beautiful Black FNYYT. How you doing, my man? What's up, dude? Hope you're having a good one. We got Letos. We got ourselves the boys. Hope all of you are having a good one. What's up, Red Hood? What's up, Pinchy Rex? What's up, Mock? How you doing? What's up, Freaks? How you doing, my man? What's up, Brent? How you doing, my dude? Hope all of you are having a good one here, boys. Alrighty. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump into some duels right now. Anybody got groups? Rip my name? Yo, I don't know how to say your name, dude. The King. We'll call you King, dude. How does that sound? What's up, Alaric? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, dude. I guess we'll just dive in. If you guys need to add me, Let me know. Sav already 5-5 ready to go. Oh boy, Sav. We gotta get Sav in here. First man, even before I log into World of Warcraft, this guy just like, pa, hit me with a message. I'm here for you, boy. Wait, another message? Who is it? Who is it? Sav with another one? 5 for first? 100%, dude. 100% guarantee. I'm gonna get you in there first. I like this song. It's so chill. It's just like relaxing. Love you, bro. Yo, what's up, James? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Hey, now, what's up, Boomstick? How you doing? Martin, saw you Shambibid. Look like you were enjoying yourself. Dude, yes, I was. I'm a huge fan of the Enhancer Shamancer, dude. I mean, Ellie got some cool changes too, right? But not massive, you're mostly the same. But the enhancement Shamancer always looking really quite good. Really quite juicy, boys. Oh my goodness. Actually, why did I enable all the bars? I usually have like no bars in this character just so I have like nothing on here. Wait, is that a... Oh, I was thinking that was a Hordy. Because normally I don't see health bars unless it's Hordes. But everybody's Alliance. Well, there it is. Should we enable war mode just for funsies? I think it will. Sav, already ready to go. Alright, we got a 5-man Sav. We got a second group, boys, for 5-5 1v1 duels. We're gonna have to wait until the second group on NA is ready. Before fighting begins, let me get my drink. Go for it, my dude. We don't have a second group available, so... Or at least, maybe not a 5-man ready. So as people are trying to get people together. Yeah, well, welcome. Doing good, thank you. That's good. Good to hear, man. I'm gonna switch to enhance instead of my outlaw. Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you seen the outlaw changes so far in the alpha? Nothing recent, but like in general. I would wait until pre-patch, play both, and then see what's like when they have them close to more finished and finalized. But yeah, they're both gonna be pretty good. Yeah, I don't blame anybody for going enhanced, dude. That's a spec that's been dead in the water, and I think there's a lot of people that have been wanting to play an enhancement melee shaman, but it's just it hasn't been that good. And as soon as it's gonna get good, people are finally gonna be able to play one. I mean, I would say BFA right now enhancement is pretty good. It's good in Mythic Pluses. It's good in raids. It's non-existent in PvP still. It was for a little bit when you had the stack versus stacking, and conflict and strive. Enhancement became a thing for a bit. And then it disappeared as soon as the nerf Versa. I'm a little bit sad about that one. What's up, Dal? What's up, Ath? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Do you have any suggestions for a nice melee class for Shadowlands? I would take a look at Warriors, Rogues, another melee class, Death Knights. I would take a look at those three, see if that might be up to your par. Of course, there's Windwalkers, Survival Hunters, Retribution Paladins, Feral Druids, you name it. There's plenty of melee, but if you're looking for a class, I'm trying to give you a class with a bunch of melee specs. So Warrior, Death Knight, Rogue are the three that have a lot of melee as spec choices. So maybe you'll find a playstyle that might be up to you. But we'll look into those right now. Those are looking pretty good in Shadowlands. I mean, just about every class looks good in Shadowlands. Outlaw is king? Hell yeah, dude. Outlaw is super fun, honestly. Actually super enjoyable. MM better be good in Shadowlands. Well, right now MM is looking like the spec of Hunter to play. When Shadowlands arrives. Right now it's looking like it's gonna be the spec to play. What's up, Dal? What's up, Orthoris? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna take an L again. What do you mean? Take an L? Take a loss? 5 print with Sav? Oh boy. Got our boys in here, man. We got print. We got Sav. 5. Oh, what? Didn't work? Okay. Invite spectator match. I keep fucking up the... In my spectator match macro, dude, I keep fucking it up all the time. Because I keep typing it up and then I click hit enter to hit play for the duels, but then it just doesn't, nothing happens. We are gonna try to get a duel up and running. Hopefully you guys didn't have LFG on, which might have been when something would happen, unless you guys in the same party, which I don't think that happened. I think one of you had LFG on, so I'll give you guys 30 seconds and I'll queue again after. In Alpha, what seems to be between Frost and Unholy for now? In Alpha, what seems best between Frost and Unholy for now? Well, it's Alpha, it's way too early to tell. Can you explain anything about the Covenant abilities, because I don't understand it? Sure, it's an ability for your class. It's like an extra ability based on the Covenant. And you got one that's for your class, and then one that's like non-combat ability. It's like you got a fox form with a short blink, or like a teleport with Vanthyr, or like a shield with Necrolords, or like a steward that gives you like a vial, like I think a hellstone with like, I think a hellstone But yeah, Covenant abilities are going to be like based on your class, based on Covenant choose. It's going to be a different ability. I have a video of Covenant abilities. Take a look at what's available in the alpha. If you just want to type in like class name, Covenant abilities, hit enter. There's a good chance my video might pop up. I have one for everyone except for like monk and priest. But yeah, I have one for everything except for I think monk and priest. But maybe that might change because there's plenty of more. I just want to take a look at warlocks. I want to do a couple other videos. I have Necrolord zones to discover Maldraxxus. I want to do the dungeon for Maldraxxus. There's a lot of stuff on the backbench right now for videos. But I'm telling you right now, everything is busy, dude. Twitch. What do we got today? We got ourselves Electra on Team Red, sporting the Fury Warrior. We got ourselves Decapitator, the 1v5 champion from last week. We got ourselves Lurk Locks as a sword carrying survival hunter. We got Shockwave as an enhanced Shamancer, I think, or maybe he is elemental. And we got Ruthamak, which is looking pretty corrupted. I don't know. I think that might be maybe even too corrupted. This man looking like he'd been rolling in mud, looking a little dirty. This might have a thing from beyond just attacking him out of nowhere. We got ourselves Allied on Team Blue from Azeroth as a Red Paladin. We got Mokisha, Print Warlock as a Warlock. We got Severe as a Windwalker and Xandothoris, who is actually a one-handed Retribution Paladin. Don't ask me why. This guy decided instead of a two-hander, he has a one-hander in one hand. He's literally playing with just one weapon. As a red paladin, maybe a note to how easy paladins are, but looks like he's trying to get some damage onto Vurtho. It's gonna go for a bubble, and Vurtho trying to get himself a bit of a heal. Looks like he's gonna have to go for a little bit of a crucible self-heal, just trying to get away from the paladin, waiting out for the shield to be down. As Zap is trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of damage up, or actually a little bit of healing up with Flash of Light. This guy looks like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the game, I guess, won't even let him have a shield or anything, right? So it literally just has a one-hander in one hand. By getting thrown by Vurtho, Zap taking quite a bit of damage from it. Bob still available if he ever so needs to. Try to go for a Flash of Light, but Vurtho can interrupt since he is not melee. Oh, he actually grapples in there, getting the melee kill, and Zand does go down. Not really sure. I mean, he did say he was going to play one-man melee, but for some reason I thought that you could have a one hand and like a shield in the other hand. Huh. And it doesn't let you dual wield? Are you sure you can't use a shield as a ret? Well, he tried. He tried to play something weird, something wacky, but it's going to be Vurtho versus Print. Print is going to try to see if he can get a big old chaos bolt into Vurtho while he got the survival hunter dots rolling. Is going to harpoon him into melee with Print Warlock, trying to get a bit of damage. Print dropping down the Infernal. That's two chaos bolts back to back into Vurtho, already sitting at lowish health into a Mortal Coil into yet another chaos bolt. Oh my god, fastest cast in the West here, boys. Legit fastest cast in the West. What are those chaos bolts? It's almost like somebody bloodlusted him. But it's gonna eat that steel trap. It's gonna have to go versus Lurk Locks, who is lurking around the corner. It's gonna hit him with the Ripping Flames, trying to get some dots up and running. Print does catches him with a root though. Yo, don't let Print cast at you, dude. You're gonna blink and then Immolate is gonna. Oh my god, this is so fast. He went for a full haze build, didn't you? He must have, dude. Stun by Lurk as he's trying to get himself some less set. Looks like actually he's going to poke around the corner and get the Reaping Flames off. Brent is going to walk into his face. It's going to get him trapped into fire. Perfect opportunity for him to go for Chaos Bolts. It's going to be sucking, seeking, and shrinking it out. Brent is going to land a Mortal Coil onto Lurk. Does get a Dark Soul stability. Shadow Fury off of that. Actually get an Eternal Shell from the Shadow Fury. How? Right before the Shadow Fury, it looks like. And Brent is just going to punish the pet. Take a Casbolt or two, add the pet. He's able to do just fine still right now. Gonna be a succubus to see. Get him frozen down. That's actually gonna be a fastest fear. Still somehow Lurk is avoiding those fears. It's gonna interrupt Print on I think a fear for a second or maybe fire damage. But it's gonna be a freebie. Chaos Bolt for Print after catching just a quick fear to lock down Lurk for just a moment. He doesn't need those fears to CC. Well, he doesn't need those fears to get the guy to run away. He's just trying to stop him from moving in place, getting kicked on fire again. Allows Print Warlock to go for Chaos Bolts if he has any. That's going to be the fastest Stimulate ever. It's going to probably be able to, yeah, instead of it's a goat on the pet. That's going to be Lurk actually going for a Feign Death so he can clear off all the dots. Brent getting stunned up. Actually, not looking like it's a good position for him. It's going to get a Mortal Coil onto Lurk. Good go for a fear. That's going to be a pet sack available onto Lurk. Eating one Casbolt. The pet is going to split a good portion of the damage. Try to get a freezing trap down onto Brent. But let's see, he's going to hide under the pillar. He's going to try to catch himself a bit of a reset. Steel trap for the pet available. But a pet isn't going to run into it. Print trying to take advantage of the high ground. Actually dipping out. Losing out the high ground. It looked like he might want to sit on that position because that seems to be the best spot. As long as he doesn't go up in that corner, he won't see a freezing trap stopping him. But he's going to chase after Lurk. Dropping an Infernal with a Shadow Fear right after. And the Casbolt again. Beefed up a Casbolt so fast that it's going to the next guy, hitting Decapitator right before he can get behind the pillar with an Amulet into a conflict rate. Decap is getting on top of Print, is going to Trinket reflect out of the Mortal Coil. Short stun onto Print as he's heading back towards the gate. We're going to be a succubus for a second. That breaks to Infernal. Brink can still get himself quite a bit of Casbolt damage. It's going to be Fear onto Decap with another Casbolt getting interrupted. Gonna go for the gateway to bail out of there. Another Casbolt still flying so quickly with the wall right now. Etc. It's going to be flying for free. Decap might need to be careful here because that's going to be Print. Actually, with a lot of cooldowns, lots of damage available. It's going to be Dark Stone stability. But wall is down. Unless Brent can get himself a Mortal Coil, he's in a bad spot. I think he's going to be going down here. Oh my god. Fastest cast in the West. All I had to do is throw a Decapitator at him and you win. Alade is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin for Team Red. Print played really well that one, dude. Played really well. But Decap is going to have to tussle with the muscle that is the Retribution Paladin. Popping in full wings. It's going to be Decap actually going for a range regeneration. And Alade going to go for a Blessing of Protection, not letting Decap get any heals off. Decap rotating between the Reflect in case there's a Hodge, and Blazestorm trying not to get Hodged off by Alade. But there goes that Hodge. It's going to be super late. Shield Evaders pops. Decap doesn't have a lot of health. Needs to heal ASAP. Needs to get away from Alade. Get a charge. Heal immediately. Alade's still holding on to a bubble. But it's going to be Forbearance. Will the Forbearance hold? Is the Forbearance going to deny them the bubble? Are they going to be able to use it at all? Decap might have enough damage here. Got some Reflect up and running. Alade going for a Warlock Hellstone to try to guarantee that bubble. Got himself a little bit extra damage on Decap. And Decap cannot really heal if he bubbles right now. But Alade is looking like they want to wait. Get a Hodge onto Decap. But is that going to be enough damage? Alade might want to have to bubble here a little bit early, though. Trying to go for instant cast before the bubble comes up. Decap is way too high of health, so Alade cannot even take him down. That's one thing that Alade could have done, is use bubble to not let Decap heal. And Decap letting that charge stun until Alade, granting a lot of health back. Tricky coming up soon. That's going to be reflected to slow back at Alade. At least it wasn't a high to be reflected back at you. That's going to be a Blaze Up to fall. Alade is under a lot of pressure. Needs to Hodge this warrior off him immediately. It's going to be tricky. No! Getting decapitated at the very last second. With Sivir going to be up next as a monk. Decap is getting quite a bit of distance from him. Trying to make sure there's a charge he can go for. And it's going to be... Actually, not even getting a charge. He knows he's going to be Fist of Fury. He has to kind of run circles around Sivir if possible. Cannot let himself get leg swept. It's gonna Storm Bolt. That Fist of Fury force and trick on Severe. It's gonna be touch to death and the leg sweep. And Decap is gonna leap out of there. Wall trinket coming up for Severe immediately. What is this wall trinkets, man? Oh my goodness. Decap tried to see if he might be able to get a bit of damage back into the monk as he's popping all the defense. And Decap got himself a bit of reflect. Not really sure what can you reflect here. And it's going to walk away from the Fist of Fury, hitting a Fear onto Severe. Needs to get this charge, heals whenever possible. Has himself in a regeneration, turning around to the images, which is exactly what he should be doing as a Fury Warrior, catching up on a massive load of heals. So he can continue fighting to the last dying breath. Stormbolt onto Severe, getting quite a bit of a ram damage into Blazestorm. Can't really stop this monster with the Karma coming out for Severe as the last Bastion of Hope could be still interrupted on this Vilfies. And Decap making sure to hit that Bloodthirst so he can get himself cleansed of that Fist of Fury slow. Not to get locked down. Super low on health though. Decap could be in a bad situation. Super extremely low on health. I think he's getting a Bloodthirst off of the monk for a second. Verifies is still flying. Still extremely low on health. Trying to get it slow. Needs himself a heal immediately. Goes down as Severe, I guess, had a dot or something on him. With a proc, Severe takes out Decap with Elixir going up next. Severe is going to have a port available if he wants to get out of it. He's going to get some pressure into Elixir. Cuts around in with Fist of Fury. If there's no way to stop the Fist of Fury, Elixir could take a lot of damage. It's going to be in Rage Regen. Severe rotating the tank trinket right now. Trying to stay alive, has a port if needed. Does he have a port set up? He does. Boarding away Elixir. He's using that charge around the corner of the ramp to catch back up to the Monk, but the Monk's defenses are going to be back up online in just a moment, with Wall coming back soon, very, very soon. There's going to be Diffuse Magic as well. Elixir is running a couple of corruptions, so that Diffuse Magic should help with some of those magic damage, shadow damage, non-physical damage, whatever it may be. The Warrior not looking all that good for Wear. No Karma available in 15 seconds. If Alicia can somehow just pick up some speed, pick up that second momentum, and just clash down on Severe. Looks like he's not going to be able to do it. Super low in health. Severe does take him out. I'm going to guess that Gushing is in play for this Monk. With Shockwave being an Elemental Shaman going to be up next. Got a little bit of a Flame Shock, Frost Shock combo onto Severe. Severe dipping down under the pillar. It's actually going to get interrupted on the heels with Ripping Flames coming in for Shockwave. Not going in for Lasso. Getting interrupted on his Nature Cast, actually. No, actually, something else he got interrupted on. Still got himself Stormkeeper off. This is going to be a big touchdown on Shockwave. Has to trinket wall that Severe. Got himself the tank chicken back up and running. That's going to be Karma rotated. Shockwave is in a bad position. Looks like he got a turn around on him. Trying to get a Lava Burst. It looks like Severe actually taking these boys out. Oh my goodness, came back out of nowhere. I'm gonna guess Gush is right. Let me guess. It's your second most damaging ability, Gushing. Let me just see. Let me just see. Nope. Number 1 damage ability. The second is this Heal Honor talent from Conflict of Strife. Then if you kicks, actually quite a lot of lethal strikes. I'm looking at the percentages here. 12% plus 9% is about 21-ish percent. 16% plus 7% is about, what, 23? So in your top 4 abilities, your non-class abilities did more damage than your class abilities. By percentages. Am I wrong? Actually, no. Even if you do the math, it's going to be about over 200,000, which is where this doesn't even reach 200,000. It's going to be 182. Wow, quite a bit. All right, who else do we have? We have ourselves Ghost for the 5-man group. Worthless. I could use a shield, but I chose not to. You should. You totally should. It might help you a little. You give you stats. And Nike is a 4 out of 5. Alrighty. We got ourselves. Who's going to be up next, boys? We got ourselves Night King. Prepping groups probably on Alliance. So if you guys want to join Alliance, guys, if you have a group and you're starting to 5v5 1v1 duels, be sure to let the chat know which faction of this NA duels you are doing. Like, hey, be like, yo, we have Alliance group up, you have 4 out of 5, need one more. Look up this group name and just copy and paste the group name into the chat. You guys are more than welcome to advertise to help yourselves, help the stream find groups faster. So feel free, be proactive about it if you can. You have my I don't know, support. What are you supposed to say? What was the? You have my permission. I guess the best word. Sav, Print, I'll get you guys back in just a moment. We got Ghost and Night King ready to go, and we'll start mixing you guys about. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We got Ghost Creeper and Night King as the next group that should be heading into the duels. And I apparently can't spell again at all. G-O-S-T-C-R-E-E-P-E-R. What? I guess same group. You have no target. Ghost Creeper. Creeper. Night. Oh, I misspelled Night King. Wait, no, I didn't. King. Ghost. Creeper. Is one of you guys offline? Are you guys in the same group? If you guys are in the same group, it's a different story. Also, if you guys got a group for 5v5 1v1 duels, and you to add me to join or duel against somebody, add me on Real ID. If you guys are looking for people, looking for groups, add me on Real ID, man. You guys are more than welcome to. Let me check what Ghost is at. Ghost, I don't see you online. Ghost! Ghost, he disappeared! Ghost! You gotta be online, my dude, so I can wargame you. Or wargame you versus Night King. Yeah, be sure to be online in Real ID, boys. There can only be one king. The only one. But that does more damage than any of the active abilities. Really? Chill pills, you go for full? Oh my god, did you go for a gushing build? No way. No, I think as a Frost, don't you want to go mastery build? I could be wrong on that one. That says Strowman had a duel versus a 478 warrior with 48% Versa. The duel ended in a draw after 13 minutes of fighting. That's a good one, ma'am. Are you good? Are we good to queue you? Yes, we are. GFU. Okay, perfect. Nice. Awesome, awesome. Prince, Sav, feel free to remake some groups. We'll queue you guys as soon as this one is over. I will try to randomize you guys against who you go up against. We only have, when we have 5 groups, then I can really get like a rotation going. But with 4 groups, I'll just have to randomize you guys. So if you have to wait a little bit longer, what I'll do is actually I'll do first come first serve, right? I'll try to randomize you, but also whichever group is ready first, I'll try to get them up and running as soon as possible. How does that sound? Just so we can get as many of these duels going. I don't want to make a team that only has people wait forever, you know, or wait too long. I think that'll be a fair way of going about it, right? Switch. Not that bad. I'm all mastery. Frost is Garbo. Frost is fun, honestly. Master is just raw damage, so yeah. I feel ya. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting with no Versa. I feel like I wish Outlaw Mastery or Haste was so good because all I could do is stack Versa. Like gushing isn't that great for Outlaw. I wish I could have a stat that was as good like Sub and Mastery. I wish we had a better Mastery, man. But anyway, boys, we gotta have switch. We gotta have ourselves Team Blue with GFU. We got No Binds. We got Feist. We got us as Yokon, as well as Pink T-Rex and Yokon. Look at what is going on. You're looking really red. Oh my goodness, what kind of a setup is he got going on? But it's gonna be Pink T-Rex going up first versus Olive Amber. Actually gonna be able to thrash Pink T-Rex out in the open at the very last second. It's almost like he knew, leaping right after the other cat. Thorns are up and running, but looks like it's going to be a reset for Amber as well as Pink T-Rex. On Team Red, we also got Cast the Lord, we got Penguin Stab, we got Destructum, and Chill Pill. And Love Amber as well as Pink T-Rex, they're trading Moonfires to make sure that neither of them can catch a proper reset. Pink T-Rex popping in a barrel form for just a second, popping wall, and Amber's just going to go for a root and looking to get the hell out of dodge, but looks like Pink T-Rex is going to leap right on top of him, not let him go anywhere. Going to be a big old bite from Amber onto Pink T-Rex, catching him in the stun. Going to be a trinket out of Pink, and it's going to get hit with the Reaping Flames. It's going to put it for Amber. Reaping Flames on a longer cooldown if you don't use it as a execute or an opener ability. But Pink T-Rex actually bleeding out quite profusely, not looking really good for him at all. Bash onto Amber, has a trinket if he needs to, and Pink needs to get the hell out of there immediately. If he can catch himself a reset with a bunch of Hots, then he'll be in a good spot. Just needs to get himself a bit of a re-heal. Hots are up. Getting Amber out in the open will not be able to really stun him because the R on Bash. That's going to be a big old bite onto Pink T-Rex. Not a lot he could really have done. Looks like Amber maybe has a bigger bleed setup. No Binds is going to be up next. That's Survival Hunter catching Amber out in the open with a Serpent Sting. Hitting him with a stun. And it's going to go for them grenades from a distance. Throwing down the Crucible of Flame back to back onto Amber with Crows. That's going to be quite a lot of dots to heal for Amber. It's going to land the Hibernate onto the pet, and it's going to go for a regrowth or two. As the Hunter is trying to approach around the corner, it's going to interrupt the re-stealth for Amber again. Big dress coming out, I believe that was by Survival Hunter. Amber popping in the wall and is looking to stay on top of the Hunter for a second until he sees that. Oh my goodness, that is just such a good play by the Survival Hunter. He popped all the bleeds, all the dots, saw that he got a full bleed reset with the bandages in eating the freezing trap, but it still looks like the Hunter is the one who's getting a worse setup here. Safety trinket coming down as Amber going for burst. And No Binds, just looking to maybe kite him around. Has Turtle Shell if he needs to. Does he have the Manic Bandage? He does have Manic Bandage to recover a little bit of health. Still has Exhilaration for that emergency heal. Trying to keep dots on the Amber, but he's leaping back in, doing quite a lot of damage to the Hunter. Might be a Turtle Shell coming out here very soon as Amber is staying aggressive. Still holding on to a trinket. Maybe they're rolling Relentless. That makes me think maybe it is. Not a lot. Not like we can really see it on the UI or anything. No Binds actually melts to the dots of Amber. No Turtle Shell or nothing was used. Went through Exhilaration. Just the melting power. Is this going to be another Gushing Feral? I feel like for a Feral though, a dot heavy build and Gushings, I feel like that is how it's meant to be played, right? I'm not a huge fan of Feral with big buys. I like a Feral with big bleeds. Am I the only one, boys? Am I the only one? Gonna be an interrupt from that stun into a trinket coming out for Amber right now on that get a shot. I see seeing the big dress he got coming out. Was that a Vendetta though? That is a Vendetta. So you did trinket when you saw the Vendetta short stun onto Feist, but Feist is not going anywhere. Actually, no, yes, he is. He's going to get hit with the root. Having to go for a shot him for a second to catch up to Amber. Is going to re-dot him with, or at least reapply the dots or poisons back onto Amber. Just looking to catch a bit of a reset. Amber so far have taken quite a bit of damage from the Rogue. That is a big vendetta, so no more big cooldowns. That is going to be sap as Fice actually stayed in cell. Did not get hit with Thrash by the looks of it. Open up with a kidney shot onto Amber. Get all the dots back up and running. Amber is looking fairly healthy already. Just took him a little bit of time behind the pillar. Caught himself a regrowth and rejuve. And he was back up and running. I do wonder if he's running Restoration Affinity with Swiftman and Rejuve. Or if he's running Bear Affinity, Guardian Affinity for extra damage reduction. As well as Frenzy Regen. It's hard to tell though. Like, I wish that showed on here which affinity he's running, because that'd be kind of cool. Good shot coming in for Feist right now with Reaping Flames. Two-step edge sprocket for him during the sun, which is perfect. And evasion to counteract Amber. Amber cannot respond to this aggression by the rogue. Has to pop a wall. Can't hit the rogue with Reaping Flames. Has to wait until the evasion is over. But he's super low on health from that opener by the rogue. It's going to get himself a rejuve by the looks of it. So it looks like Restoration Affinity is the play. Getting a nice restun onto Feist. Big old bash. Big old bite with a dress. And now you got Thorns and Feist popping in Cloak, trying to survive through the Thorns, but looks like the bleeds are still doing a number on him. Has a bleed onto Amber, does get a sap on him. Sippy Cup is used in order to survive the dot damage, as we're only hitting the 1% dampening here. And Amber is sitting in bear form, which is exactly where he wants to be against the rogue from the opener. No tentacles getting procced by the rogue. Does go for a vendetta onto Amber. That's going to be a big dress. And now Amber goes for a massive heal. Destructim's Warlock House must have been used there. Fi's got himself a feint for a moment. That gave him a little bit of defensiveness to deal with Amber for a moment. But Amber catching that reset. And Fi sees himself a clean reset against the Feral. Not going to happen as the Feral lands the opener. Looks like he's going to go for a big old bite to close out this game. Does go for a heal at the very last second. Trying to get counter pressure here. Does land a kidney onto Amber. Might be able to get himself a reset off of that kidney though. Unless the bleeds are just going to wreck him. Super low in health. Reaping Flames closes out the game for that rogue. And Amber has a big execute available. Yukon is up next with massive amounts of that Reaping actually almost took him out. Think for Beyond. What? Even Amber is confused. He's like, what just happened? Hit him with Reaping once. And because Yukon just takes so much more damage because of all that massive amount of corruption, he just took way too much damage. Couldn't survive it. Reaping taking him out. Gonna be tricked as he's getting locked down by Gifu. Gifu gonna have to eat that Thorn's Karma. Came out for Gifu pretty early on. Still has walls, still has dampened magic if he needs to. Trying to keep the Feral from re-stealthing, but this is a map for cats. This is also somewhat of a map for monks as well. Mostly for defensive play. Catch an in-cap onto Amber as he goes up in the air for a moment. Hitting him with the Fist of Fury, not letting the Feral set up any of the bleeds up. But it's going to be a power shifting through all those slows. It looks like Amber might be the one on the counter offensive here. As we head on 7-minute mark, boys, 12% dampen, rolling to 13, and Gifu making a swift escape back into his side of the arena, dropping down a radio boopity bob just to boop the Feral out of the way. This is definitely going to give him an advantage, trying to see if he can AoE out Amber, which he does. Disarming Amber, which I don't know if it does anything at all, but that's going to be Wall as well as Diffuse Magic for Gifu, comboing both of those together. I guess he might as well against the Feral. He did see Thorn, so maybe he decided, you know what? I might as well reduce the damage as much as I can. Couple of kicks onto Amber, getting a bash onto Gifu, forcing the chicken out of the monk. It looks like the monk is actually dead. What? Amber just didn't care about these dudes' defenses, offenses. He just went in for big bites. I'm sorry. What was that? What was that? What was that? What? Amber, what was that? He got gushing, but it's not most of his damage. Big bites, though. Maybe he's big old Versa. Bleeds are doing work. Lethal strikes are doing work. He got the gushing, got the Devour Vitality. But bites is still majority of his damage. Those gushings are not the big... I mean, I guess they're... Oh, man. Maybe it's like... Maybe it's the pressure with the bleeds and gushings together on a single target just melts people. And then bites are just finishing people off. Oh, that's harsh, man. That was kind of hard to track. Like, what killed who? What? Okay, we'll get on the next one, boys, yeah? What's his mastery? Oh, maybe he's going a bunch of mastery. I have no idea. That could be it. How the people on their team had no gear at all, but 5 out of 5 still. That is true. That is true. Should we get Night King? Because he's still 5 out of 5 ready. Savin Print just got ready, so let's get Savin Print maybe against one another again. 69. Okay, 270. Here we go. Night King, Ghost Creep, if you guys want to rotate, get some new names, fresh blood in there, you guys are more than welcome to. Get some people rotating from groups to groups. Because I'm pretty sure Night King will have no problem fighting a Pharaoh like that. Yeah? His trinkets carried that fight. He used Spine over Eruption, and I don't see the other trinket. So it might have been a versatility trinket. I can't see auras with the spectator thing, so it's not something I can really track. But he did a lot of damage. Oh, maybe Nvidia Gap had gushings? Oh my goodness. So many people running gushings, dude. Lyric didn't. Oh, she still runs Shiverlands! Oh my god! Lyric with some gear from Eternal Palace. That is interesting. Let's get Print and let's get Sav in here. And we need to get a Night King immediately into the next one. Whoever is ready will be going up against Night King. If you guys want to make more duels or more groups, you can always use custom PvP. Call a group something like 5V5 1V1 DUELS if you guys want to participate. If you guys don't see one up and running, by the way. We got us a side coming back. Are we going to see the big one-punch playstyle or not? I want to give it away. Was fun, I bet, though. Yeah, pretty fun, honestly. Wasn't geared rogue, by the way, but it's still pretty good, Feist. It's still pretty good. You almost had it, too. It was really, really close. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Switch. We got ourselves team with Lurk. We got ourselves Mokisha. Didn't even get to play the last game, I don't think. We got Print on Team Red. Shockwave as the Elemental Shaman. And Siver. Gonna be going in for a big old squad. Big damage. We got Elixir on Team Blue with Fury Warrior. Cat Hoth as a Pharaoh. Please bat a cat for a man out of stealth unless you're Dueling fan. We got Execution also as a Fury Warrior. Side going in for the big one-punch build by the looks of it. And Werthomac, lots of corruptions on that man. But good luck, everybody. Have fun. Looks like it's going to be Mokisha up and running first as an Unholy Death Knight versus Team Blue. Looks like they haven't figured out who's going to be first or last. Looks like Cat Hoth is going to be going up first as Mokisha sees that the Pharaohs and Stealth should be aware. Looks like Cat Hoth is lagging really badly, though. Unable to get the proper opener to Mokisha. Actually, because of the lag, Mokisha knew exactly where the Pharaoh was. Dropped an A-bomb on top of him. Got a stun. Cat Hoth forced a trinket. And got a steal a bash into Mokisha. Walling up. But this man is lagging so badly. I don't even know if you can really follow the fight quite as easily. Shortest maim in the world on Mokisha. Does still force out IBF. And Cat Hoth not looking good at all. Last wall available. Got himself Thorns up and running. But Mokisha just got him surrounded with the army of the undead. And I think Cat Hoth might be lagging a little bit here, boys. He got completely juked out on his opener. And then it looked like he couldn't really get a proper response against the army over there with Mokisha. Which is very, very unfortunate. But Execution is going to be up next on Team Blue. Trying to fight through a DK that actually went through a lot of his cooldowns now. Trinket out of Mokisha. Actually going for Invisiportal versus Execution. Interesting choice. As they decide to get away from the Warrior, he's going to hit over the Chain of Ice. Big leap for the Warrior as he is on the chase with the DK. Not really sure why he decided to go for a Invisiportal. I mean, I guess it's an extra defensive for each run. But it looks like he's going to get double the army here, actually. Is he playing Vision of Perfection? Looks like this man is playing double army or Vision of Perfection playstyle. And maybe that's why he decided to go for it. He doesn't have Conflict and Strive or nothing, so he decided, you know what? I'll run a trinket for an extra defensive. Probably the second trinket is going to be maybe a Safeguard. Unless he was the guy biking the Feral earlier. Execution is taking quite a lot of damage from all those pets. But a Warrior just needs to get a second of time onto Mokisha. Don't you get the big damage? Reaping Flame out of Execution as he lands the Execute onto the DK. And down goes the big red. With Shockwave going to be going up next, getting quite a few freebie zaps onto Execution. Actually playing enhancement, got a stun onto Execution. That's gonna be full ascendance damage coming out. Big Sunder onto Execution. Not going for the blood of the enemy as enhanced, but trying to get the wind strikes to hit Execution. Can't run away from the wind strikes at all. And Shockwave is still actually attacking from a distance. Stun onto Shockwave as Execution goes for Enraged Regeneration. Looks like Shockwave doesn't play blood of the enemy. What does he play then? Reaping? Is it Reaping Flames? Is a Conflict and Strive as he's going into Ghost Wolf for a second, getting the shields back up and running, trying to heal himself a little bit as Execution gets some big power available. Shockwave looking a little worse for wear. He got that massive elemental attack at Execution, but that's about all he got. That's going to be Twisted Appendage also attacking him as well. Needs to eliminate that thing immediately. Does walk by, gives it a nice wolfy bite. That's going to be a Sunder onto execution just to peel this warrior off him for a second. That charge could come in at any moment. Just trying to see if he can pop and weave around the warrior. Stormbolt is going to attack. Twisted appendage, amplifying the extra damage. The Shockwave cannot be taken right now. And Shockwave's again just trying to run circles around the execution. Pop it in Bloodlust. I was going to call it Bloodthirst for a second, but that won't be the right ability name. Popping Bloodlust like Haze is going to be quite nice for a moment, but I don't really know if it's going to help him out here. Yeah, didn't really get to go offensive as a Shaman. I think it's going to be a gameplay. Standing in Ghost Wolf, hoping you survive, trying to outrun your enemy, and then healing while in Ghost Wolf form. It's kind of like Druids back in the day when they had to sit in bear form in order to survive things. Yeah. Boys, he's trying to live his best possible. He's literally playing how the game developers have designed enhancement. Like, I mean, they wouldn't have given the enhancement the tools if they weren't like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to play. That's gonna be a big old bike and throwing Shockwave. Ass is not in Ghost, who popping in wall right now, trying to heal whatever he can. That's gonna be Fear with a twisted appendage. It's gonna attack him any moment, eliminating the appendage. It's gonna get a Sunder onto execution. Got Ghost up and running, trying to heal, but not a lot that could be done in that situation. Very, very super unfortunate for Shockwave. I think it's been a while since we've seen a good enhanced Shaman. I think after patch 8.3 enhanced, it basically became, in PvP at least, literally non-existent. Because I remember back in patch 8.2, you actually could have some certain playstyles because of tank trinkets. And Psych used to play a lot of enhance, at least in these duels. That's going to be a big old charge by execution. Actually, that's going to be Lurk landing the Reaper Flame before execution runs over the freezing trap. Got himself reflect back up in case there's more traps from Lurk. Locking him down and stun for a second. Trinket's being traded by the both of them. As Lurk also goes for a stun into execution. The Reaper Flame doing quite a bit of damage with the Survival Hunter. Now this Survival Hunter can somehow get away from execution. Actually get quite a good distance. Like he tried to go there. That you can actually do quite a bit of damage. The execution goes for a big old enraged generation. Caught up on a lot of heals. That's going to be Reflect Trap available. If you can just run the warrior over, that'd be perfect. Oh no, getting trapped himself. The warrior taking advantage of that opportunity. Twisted appendage just forcing Lurk to spend globals on the appendages instead of the warrior. If he can somehow disconnect himself from the warrior for just a moment, then he might be able to run him down with dots, but maybe having the pet is not going to help him either. That's going to be a root finally onto execution. Finally, Lyric gets to maybe walk away from him for just a second. Turtle Shell execution turning onto the pet immediately. Going to get all his sustenance from Bloodthirst heals from the pet. Freezing Trap coming down is going to lock him down for a second. And it's going to allow Lurk to actually catch a bit of a camo. Landing a stun immediately onto execution. I guess he did catch up on quite a bit of health. It's going to be double grenade getting thrown at the warrior. But it still has the pet to generate resources from as well as heal from. So Lurk is going to pull it back for a sec. This could be anyone's game here, honestly. Execution, I feel like, definitely has that advantage. But if Lurk can utilize the dots and the traps properly, then he'll definitely be ahead. There's going to be Freezing Trap into execution as he's trying to get a ramp going. Lurk just is in a good position. He needs to get the dots without the pet feeding extra health to execution. Big bite gonna throw at Lurk as he's gonna go for a disengage. Execution cannot connect with the... Oh, he does connect with the Hunter, but going up the ramp. But he didn't have anything for a leap or a charge for a moment. It's gonna be Elixir popping cooldowns? I'm not really sure. Maybe he's watching execution and he's like, oh, I really want to pop in Rage Regeneration. He's getting so into the duel. He's like, what would I do in that situation? Execution trying to see if he can avoid the freezing trap. Unable to do so. Allows Lurk to maybe catch another camo. Yep. I think he's going to need to go for those camos ASAP. And stay in camo for as long as possible if he wants to win this duel. It's going to be definitely a long one as execution goes from mount up. Looking for the eyes. Lurk stops him with a stun. I'm not really sure if you wanted to do that. Maybe should have waited. Let execution pick up the eyes. And then one for a stun after. Execution is trying to see if he can clear any freezing traps around him. But this is a perfect position for Lurk to be in. If he can get dots onto execution while execution cannot hit anything, that is the perfect position that the Survival Hunter wants to be in. Let the dots tick on execution. And then have a freezing trap in case the warrior wants to engage on top of you. He's gonna run through a charge trap, stun onto Lurk, to force the trinket out of Lurk. Execution with a trinket. Next time you can lock down the warrior with a stun, this could actually be really good. It's gonna get a root onto Execution, walking the pet away from him. That's gonna be reflect available for Execution. If you can walk him through a charge trap, then he'll be in a good spot. Needs to pull his pet back up immediately. Freezing trap stops him in place, and Lurk catching on a bit of heals, while the pet is sitting in a fear. And Lurk just needs to make sure to get the poisons onto Execution. He needs to make sure there's dots rolling on this warrior at all times, because those dots are going to do damage, but also they're going to proc other Azerites. That's going to be stunned to Execution. Probably going to win in for some melee damage, but instead he's just going to keep him at bay. I think he might just go for a full kiting spree here. Freezing trap on one side. Execution somehow not walking over it. Actually, he did walk over it with a Blaze Storm, avoiding the bear trap, the steel trap. Getting a stun into Lurk with the Twisted Appendage to follow. Big bike right after, equalizing the health. That's going to be a big acceleration coming out for Lurk. Leap right now for Execution with that reflect in case there's going to be a freezing trap thrown by Lurk. Lurk needs to be very careful about that freezing trap. And about reflect from Execution. Try to go for mending bandages. Not a lot you can really mend. Probably should have went for a freezing trap, then mending bandage to get the most value. But as he keeps doing the reverse order, mending bandage, then freezing trap, we should first trap the warrior, then mending bandage. I think it's actually going to be a loss for him. But he's catching those camos. Coming out of the camos maybe a little earlier than I would have wanted to. But he is doing it. Execution not landing a heal from that pet. And as long as you keep dots on the guy, babe might be able to do something here. But that's going to be a Storm Bolt onto Lurk. Lots of damage by Execution. Landing a trinket out of the stun. Freezing trap reflected onto Lurk. You should have been more aware. And another turtle shell comes up. So Lurk so far has been able to survive. Quite a beating from the warrior. Tried to kite the pet away. The warrior is going to slow the pet immediately. Start hitting as soon as possible. Big trust, I believe, by the warrior actually. As Lurk is trying to see if he might be able to kite the warrior through the charge trap. Just trying to find a way to shake him off, waiting for cooldowns, probably for a disengage, freezing trap, anything available. And then somehow Execution just unable to lock down Lurk. Essentially, I think he has to get Lurk down, then stun him while Lurk is low, and then have a trinket available for the stun and a reflect for the trap. Big regenerate coming out for Lurk, recovering a lot of health. We hit in the 10-minute mark with 31% dampening. That's going to be trinket out of the Stormbolt immediately. Maybe Execution is stunning, maybe a little too early. Got himself in rage regeneration available. Lurk would be wise to stop this as fast as possible. Saw the reflect on Execution, did not drop a freezing trap. So Execution caught up on quite a bit of health. As the dampening goes up, this actually will be bad for Execution. This will be bad for Lurk as well. But if you can kind of get the dots up and running onto Execution, and then stay the hell away from the guy, Execution just unable to heal. Or even if you put the pet on him, if the pet has a Mortal Strike effect, this will make it that much harder for Execution to come back from. Gonna go for a Blaze Storm, cancel it early, has reflect in case of those traps, so Lurk is in a good spot to just shake this warrior off if he ever needs to. Execution trying to pick up a little bit of heals from the pet. Stormbolt, charge on the Lurk, picking up a little bit of health here right now. Gonna be yet another trap onto the warrior. Throwing a bike at Lurk just to get some damage, any kind of damage you can. Freezing trap around the corner, perfect opportunity for that manning bandage. Now Lurk is going back slowly but surely. Execution needs to get on top of Lurk. Hold that Stormbolt until Lurk is low. Fear onto the pet as well as the hunter. Is going to have reflect in case Lurk is starting to shake him off. This is a perfect opportunity to stun. It's going to be trinket. Execution will not have an answer for the freezing trap, but needs to get on top of Lurk as soon as possible. Freezing trap is definitely going to be around the corner. Needs to watch out where Lurk is dropping down traps. Listen out for the trap noise if he's setting a trap. You know, it's either going to be a charge trap. That's a freezing trap right here. I don't know if he's able to see that or not. Stormbolt to Lurk as is kind of lowish with the Reaping Flame, which is an interesting essence choice for the warrior. Has reflect available as Lurk has nothing else here. Doesn't have a stun to stop. Execution doesn't have Turtle Shell. Acceleration just got used. Execution looks like he might be able to ramp this damage up onto Lurk for quite a bit. He does get he does get swarmed by eagles though. From the aspect of the eagles, Lurk got Execution low enough, dampened high enough. The warrior can't actually heal. Psych is going to be up next with 2 globals onto Lurk, and down he goes with Print Warlock gonna be up next with Team Red. That fight between Execution and Lurk took quite a while, but I like how Psych came in and just 2 globals and then it just washed his hands of it all. I swear to God, dude. And Print is gonna be up next versus Psych. Psych actually backing up. I think he's waiting maybe for some traits to come back, Or maybe he wants to get Print away from the Warlock Gateway. He knows that the Succubus is going to be around. So with him, with how red this man is, red with anger, he needs to be very, very careful in how he approaches the Warlock. Dampen it super high, so the Warlock isn't going to worry about too much of healing. He's going to be able to get on top of the Warlock and do the damage he needs without the CC. So timing of Metamorphosis might be the way to go. Print actually getting around the corner. Free BK's bolt and Psych, that could be really, really bad. Any one dot, any singular dot can proc really bad corruption effects from Psych. He does go for a I-beam into a meta, denying that Succubus CC. Big blood of the enemy onto Print. Does get hit with an Infernal. It's going to be Mortal Core Reactor. No trinket available. Psych, where was your trinket? Felbaron trying to come out, but he gets slapped down by Infernal. That was so much damage from Print. Mostly empowered by the fact that Sight has so much corruption on him. But that was still quite a bit of damage. Vurthermac is going to be up next. Trading dots with Print. But Print, I mean, he's just throwing in a big old Infernal in there. And Vurther not really doing all that good with all those dots and Infernal. He has quite a lot of corruptions too. I'm still very surprised that Vurthermac hasn't really had a thing from beyond attack him or anything. Stun onto Print with a bite to follow. Sending the Eagles flying fear, trying to come out for Print. Vurther still has a lot of damage available. It should be going down very, very soon, though. He's going to go for a Feign Death from the pet for a second. That's going to be his pet. Feign Death as well, and he's going to pull a pet back to retreat. Was that the thing from beyond? Because he just got CC'd by Succubus and tried to trinket it, and he just died. So I'm going to guess that was a thing from beyond, yeah? Yeah. I was waiting for that thing from beyond any moment now. And Print now going versus Elixir. Fastest Chaos Bolts ever. Don't blink or you'll miss him. And Elixir popping in Rage Regen, but not a lot they can do. You can't stop Print. You can't stop Print. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. That was some duels here, boys. That was some duels, man. Oh my god. Alright, GFU is trying to invite me. I think he wants to play. Alright, we can get in the next group, yeah? Alright, boys. Let's get the next group up running. If you guys want to make some groups, make them up on LFG. Call them 5V5 1V1 DUELS on NA. Today we're doing them on NA. Could be Alliance or Horde. Carol, you got a group? I have 4 or 5. What's your real ID, Carol? I'll add you, man. What's your real ID, bro? I'll add you. What is your real ID, my dude? Can you add me? Yes, what is your real ID? If you guys got a group, let me know. Add you on real ID. We can get more peeps into the 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Ooh. Oh, hey. Wait, can I just do this? Wait, you don't have a group. You're level 20. How can a level 20 have a group? I think you're messing with me, my dude. I think you're messing with me. Pegasus? Nah. I don't know how level 20 is going to add me, my dude. Added you a while ago. What? But... how will level 20 have a group, my dude? Do you actually have a group or not? Oh, my Moon Guard. What? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know how level 20 can make a group, though, boy. Scaling match? What do you mean? 40k is pretty sick if you keep messing, even though you sacrifice a lot of everything else. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Has anyone actually tried Master Stacking for arms? I wonder if you can get a Master Dot. So at some point, Master Stacking was the way to go. It's just the dot is so overtuned, right? The dot is in the hundreds. The mastery dot is in the hundreds, 400 damage or so. So one single point of mastery isn't a massive gain, right? Base mastery gives you a lot, but a single point of mastery in terms of percentage damage is not a massive gain for arms. So people have stacked it before because that was the only decent choice when you didn't need versatility. But once versatility and everybody just started doing so much more damage, you had to go versatility. But at some point, Master was pretty good because you could actually get even more mastery from going Avatar. And second, that trait, this protection trait, where when you go Avatar, you gain the defensive of Ignore Pain, but also you gain massive amounts of mastery, and then you could put up big bleeds with a big blade storm and stuff. Okay, I have a group. Came here to whisper you. I mean, I guess I could try it, yeah? Cool. Add BTAC friend. Wow, friends. Okay, we're good, right? I think we're good. Tell me if I did it wrong. Ghost Creeper and Night King. I guess you can get Ghost and Night King against one another. Since they were waiting for a bit, let him have a rematch. We'll start to get Savin Print against one another, yeah? Let's say whoever wins this one. Whoever wins this one gets to go up against the other boy, yeah? We'll just do that. I don't want to make it like, hey, whoever wins stays up or whatever, and make it like the deal on the stream or whatever. I want to give that variety. I want to get new people in. But whoever wins this one, let's say, moves on to the next group. Fight them. So we can actually have like groups desync and fighting against one another that are different groups. I guess that'll be kind of fair-ish. Yeah. It's like a reward to fight again. In the 5V5 1v1 duel arenas. Switch. We got ourselves AMU on team blue. Oh, you get your flowers, you got alpaca. What is that mog actually? What is that? That's like vanilla gear and a bit of green. We got ourselves Ava here. We got G-Few as another monk. We got Hockey Bro. Whoa, looking kind of alliancey with a bit of random. And we got Peachy in the corner just hanging out, dude. Where's the Team Red with Chill Pills, Destruct Them All of Amber, Cast the Lord, and Penguin Step gonna be first up. A big old Cyclops. But what is that eye thing in the... It's literally just a ball of light. Is that how it's supposed to be? The helm? Just literally a ball of light. It's gonna be Hockey Bro versus Penguin Step, Moon Runner versus Star Rage. What is going on? They're going up in the air. It looks like Penguin has the advantage in that flight. Hockey Bro thought maybe, you know what, I might fly up in the air. He's gonna run away and I'm gonna have a defensive, but he didn't think it was just gonna go flying up in the air with you. Hockey Bro, what happened? Now we can see the helmet a little better. Has there always been just a ball in front of you? That's so weird looking right now. It's gonna be a big storm bolt on a penguin as Ava takes quite a bit of damage as a Fury Warrior. Demon Hunter is a bit of a counter for you. That's gonna be a penguin. Not, I think, haven't activated Metamorphosis yet, so he still has that as a back burner ability. It's gonna be stunner to Ava as he leaps on top of Penguin, trying to get himself bloodthirst for big heals, and Penguin just keeps tentacle slapping him back and forth every single time, throwing a big old bike, and Ava taking so much damage, but it's still continuing to struggle and keep tussling and hustling. He's trying to continue on, keeping on, get a short stone into Penguin, but Ava not looking all that good, having to go for commanding shot out of all defensives. And a few more tentacle slappers could be the end to this Fury Warriors fight for life. Stun onto Ava. That's going to be Penguin with just a few globals, taking him out. Super unfortunate. Actually, super unfortunate. And it looks like Amy is going to be up next. So far, this Demon Hunter's just done so much damage. Throwing in bikes. Big dress. Hockey, I'm still not sure what happened with him. I mean, definitely, probably should have used a different cooldown there, right? But it's just, how did he melt so fast? Because another thing, the Fell Barrage is a percentage damage ability. They didn't say percentage damage, but it felt like he went down faster than the other guy. I don't even know. It looks like it's going to be Penguin getting a stun onto Amy as Amy trying to get an opener. Going to be going for that adaptation. Big slappers onto Amy and Penguin going up in the air. And I mean, the whole team blue is just getting melted. Peachy. Oh, Peachy's on feral, dude. Peachy is ready. He's got a bit of corruption. He's on feral. He's an angry little tree, dude. He's an angry little tree. Oh, what just happened? What? I mean, they just got melted completely. But Peachy is going to have to go versus Penguin. Penguin not even looking for the Spectral side, letting the Feral land the opener. Looks like Peachy is going to go for a big old opener, a big old bite. Stunned by Amber. Trinket for Peachy immediately. Getting a Skull Bash onto the I-Beam. As Twisted Appendage is coming out, it's going to eliminate him immediately. Peachy backing out of there immediately as soon as he sees Penguin. Popping in Blur or anything. Big Meta around the corner, trying to keep up with the Feral as best as possible. Big dress to follow. The Twisted Appendages are going to be from, looks like it's going to be Peach's appendages actually. Peachy got the extra 10. He's going to be flying up in the air, pelting the Feral. Worked out with a Mung, but looks like it's not going to work out with Peachy. He's going to go for a reset. Catching regrowth. Is he playing Guardian Affinity or Rest Affinity? Caught a re-stealth even though the Fell Rush happened from the Demon Hunter. With a bike to follow by Peachy. Getting a stun lock bike again. Bikes are flying out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. All these bikes dropping, dude. They're breaking their own bikes. The Sherman premiums are going to be skyrocketing. Short stun by Pichu with a Shadow Melt, getting another root onto Penguin. And it's just looking to get away from the guy, letting the bleeds to work. Penguin, though, not letting up. Tentacles is going to stun him in a bash with Thorns. Pichu takes the first one out for Team Red. First one down. It was definitely a hell of a fight for Pichu. Destructum is going to be the next up for Team Red as a Destro Warlock, I'm pretty sure. Looking like a priest, though. Looking like a holy priest of something. Actually, I don't mind the Mog. From Cataclysm, he got the wrong shoulders, but I don't think he can get the same shoulders. So you pick the thing. Oh, the shoulders over maybe the closest to the Mog. But it looks like a priest. But it's kind of like a terrifying, because if you look at the mask and the eyes, it's actually kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. You can't see what expression he has on his face. And for some reason, for certain, like, WoW races, like Night Elves, the mouth part is cut out. I don't know why. It looks dumber like that. I mean, for Tauren, Worgen, I can kind of understand there's a big old snout. But for some of them, it's cut out. What? Destructum? Is he Affliction? He's playing not Mortal Coil. He's actually playing Gateway. So he's looking for Pichu to get open up on. So he can board back to the gate. Pichu leaps on him. He gates out of the other side. I guess we'll see if he pops in Cataclysm or not. Because if he's Affliction, this would be a whole nother story. It looks like Pichu's going to be out of stealth for a second. Getting slapped around by the Succubus. Destructum is looking to walk up. Actually, I think he is Affliction. Wait, is this Warthros? I think this is Warthros on his Warlock. That would make sense. It's going to be a tentacle attack, and the Succubus and Pichu just looking to get away from the Warlock. Just trying to take him super serious, even if he is Affliction. Just keeping it super serious. Got common points generating from the Succubus. Might be able to catch a re-stealth eventually. A big old bite onto the Succubus. Maybe waiting for cooldowns. Actually, he's really adamantly trying to get himself a reset. But that Succubus is going to keep attacking him, keep popping him slow. It is actually destroying away. Are you Affliction? You have to be Affliction, right? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine a Pharaoh running away from Destro, right? A Destruction Warlock. I could totally imagine that. But Pichu gotta be trolling. Looks like he's gonna get pinned up on by, or opening up onto Destructum. Big old bite. Is that Affliction? Yeah, I think it is Affliction. Yeah, it is Affliction. Trying to get you ways up and running. It's gonna be Skull Badge by Pichu. With Thorns to follow as Destructum got his big old haze buff, Dark Soul, Hysteria. But it's not going to be able to get a lot of value. Pichu also can cleanse Agony. Being a druid. He's getting Reaper Flames off of the pet. He's actually, I'm surprised just how serious he's taking Pichu though. Hopefully Destructum went for unstable, not for an Agony build, hopefully went for a Corruption build. Because seeing Pichu and the fact that he can cleanse the Agony off, he's going to lose out on a lot of that power, but Corruption's still going to do a bit of damage. At least it's recommended for all of you that do play Affliction Warlocks. Look at Pichu finally landing the opener. It's looking like he's actually going to bleed up Destructum, getting a wall up and running from the Warlock. He's going to go for a port, hanging around the gateway, but it's going to get rooted out of the way as Destructum is bleeding out with the dots. Pichu has a few dots on him, but definitely the Pharaoh is winning the dot game. That's going to be a gateway up and over for Destructum in case he wants to try to see him figuring around to Pichu. But maybe Pichu is taking this super serious. He knows there's Amber up next. There could be chill pills. There could be Kaz of the Lord. So maybe that's why he's going for this cheesy bleed strat. He's trying not to use any cooldowns whatsoever on the Warlock. He's just letting the bleeds kind of do the thing. Big old Skull Bash on Destructive. Big old bite and finishes them off. And up next is going to be Kaz the Lord, who he has already a root available for just to make sure that he might be able to come back from this duel. Maybe for as high as he can. Could be a potential 1v5. We'll have to wait and see. But Pichu is just... It's up to you, man. It's up to you to land the opener. Seeing Kaz walking by the eye, he's going to have to hunker down a little bit, wait in stealth, wait for a perfect opportunity to pounce. As Kaz is trying to see if he can jump around his back and see if that neck has any bones in it. Can I give him the point whiplash? Stop it. He can't help that he is a derpy guy. Gonna be an opener by Pichu. Big old bite onto Kaz with a bite to follow. Getting the Shield of Vengeance up and running. That's gonna be root onto Kaz. Does have the Shield of Vengeance pop, but Kaz having to go for a big re-heal as we're starting to sit into the dampening. But 22% dampener at the 8-minute 36-second mark. That's gonna be another reopener by Pichu as he has even more damage available. Not playing Incarnation. Looks like he's going to be old school Berserk. Can't trigger that stun. Does trigger that Hodge as soon as he sees wings out of Kaz. Trying to get hyper offensive here. That's going to be renewal with a wall. Bubble coming out of Kaz the Lord. As he's gonna have to play this defensively, trying to send Peachy off with a wound or two. As he's trying to stop the Feral, trying to prevent him from being able to catch a restyle. Peachy does catch it. Could be a stun DR on Kaz the Lord for a bit. He is trying to recover as much as he can. Peachy should try to stop it as best as possible. Is going to be a trinket out of Kaz versus Peachy. Is going for a big old bite. Thorns are up. Kaz actually has a limited amount of abilities he can use versus Peachy with a dono out of Temjin. As Kaz is super low on health, bleeding down, popping wings, actually dropping two of those bleeds in Temjin with a dono. Can we get a hashtag Temjin in chat? Showing appreciation for the my man, Temjin, how you doing? Chilpas is going to be up next, getting opened up by the Feral. Human racial coming out immediately so he doesn't sit in stuns for long, and Peachy looking to catch a reset. Chilpas is going to have the hardest time versus this Feral. Another reopener with an IBF now used. Landing the ruin to Chilpas. He does get a strang on the cat, but the cat gets out of the way scot-free. IBF has been used, has Death Pact if he needs to. Might want to use it. The dots are really melting him. Another reopener to Peachy. Peachy is just getting his bleeds up and running onto Pills. It's going to be big AMS for Pills. No Thorns for Peachy just yet. Thorns are up and running, but Chill Pills does go for big blood of the enemy. Burst Wombo combo, trying to make the big play happen versus Peachy. The obliterates are coming in. The Frost Strikes are doing work. But the dampening is so high at the 10-minute mark, boys, with 32% dampening. How you doing, Temjin? Hope you're having a good one, man. Hope you're having a good one. Chill Pills popping in. The Dark Pact as he knows the Feral's going to come at him. Trying to stay away. Kind of trying to predict where the Feral's at. But it's going to be reopened by the Feral yet again. Trying not to stay in that storm for too long. The snowstorm is coming. As Chill Pills lands a stun into Peachy. Trying to go for even more damage. But the cat is going to be getting out of sight immediately. Catching a few regrows. It's going to be quite a long bleed. Quite a long dot on him though. That Frost Fever is quite a long dot. It is quite a long disease. Peach is not going to be able to get a proper opener unless, yeah, proper opener, not going to happen. Chilpa's just going to wait it out a little longer. Going to be a bash for Peach either way with a bike to follow. A big old bite available for Chill. Does go for AMS. The bleeds are on him. Needs a heal. But a 38% dampening. Not going to happen. And Amber is going to be the last one left versus Peachy. This is Peachy's opportunity here for a big old 1v5. Has a trinket. Has at least one wall. One renewal. I don't know what the how he is going to be about when it comes to offensive cooldowns. But Amber sending him bare for him. Letting Peachy get the big setup here. Amber versus Peachy. It's gonna be about what about a minute or so by the looks of it before Peachy gets the wall back up. Actually, can you can even see the wall like DR ticker on screen. So we actually don't know. Peachy is just gonna sit in stealth, I guess, until cooldowns are back up. And Amber is looking for him. Sitting in bare form. He's kind of letting Peachy just land the opener. He's feeling pretty confident though. That should really tell you something. Peachy opening up before Amber picking up the eyes. That's going to be a twisted appendage. Peachy goes in for a big old bite on the bare rump. Trying to go for a root, but that's going to be a root by Peachy. And Amber's the one with bleeds. Looking to get a cat form up and running. Got the bleeds rolling onto Peachy as well. Taking a bit of damage. It's going to be wall and thorns for Amber. Only thorns for Peachy. Still saving one of his walls. He knows he needs to make that wall count. He only has one for now until the second one is back up and running. It's going to get opened up by Amber. Trinkets out of that stun. Walling this immediately. Trying to get some damage back at Amber. Amber has one more wall available. No renewal though. Peachy just used his renewal. So Amber definitely has advantage here. No trinket for Peachy. Needs to really make a good play here. I would say go with slow and steady bleeds. It's going to get an opener onto Amber. Forcing a trinket out of that Feral. And it's looking to get the hell out of the Amber though. Landing that big old bite either way. And landing a root into Peachy. Peachy not letting Amber catch a reopener. Bashes to Peachy in big dress. And hits him with a Crucible Flame, actually. I'm surprised. Wait, Amber hit him with Crucible. Wow, Crucible is actually pretty good, isn't it? I remember everybody running Crucible. I should try Crucible again on my rogue. It's been a while since I used it. Everybody plays Reaping Flames, but Crucible can still do quite a damage. And Amber's gonna get that Crucible damage onto GFU. Big bleeds are up on the Monk, going for a big touch of death onto Amber. Looks like Amber's gonna take quite a bit of that damage. Bear form does deny majority of it. Wall is gonna be up. Thorns are up. And that's gonna be Thorns getting taken off as soon as he sees that karma. That wall is out for Amber though. Could go for big damage to GFU. GFU used every defensive available. So if Amber can get a bash and big old bite of GFU, this could close out the game here actually. Big bite of GFU. No stun available. GFU getting hit with a Crucible. Does have diffuse magic. That's still gonna be a bit of bleeds on him. He's gonna get hit with a bash. No way out of it, and Amber taking him out. Oh my god. Amber coming in to clean up the fights, dude. Oh my goodness, that was such a close back and forth. That was a close back and forth, dude. GG's for both of you. Oh my god, that was a lot of back and forth. Peachy came in, tried his hardest. Just a small bit of gushing. Not even doing a percentage damage of a pop. Small bits of that mindfully. No weapon from Mott. Trying to do what he can. And Amber just came in and cleaned house, dude. Where's the... But chill. I was trying to see if he goes anything crazy here. That Exalba Assault Frosty damage does look pretty good though, with Obliterate. I mean, so this is about 1.5% of someone's health. This is about 1.5, so 3% of someone's health with Exalba doing about 3% extra. So it's like 6% of someone's health in a single Obliterate then, if you have the stacks. That's actually quite good. Alright, boys, let's get another going, yeah? I think the winner of that one was Night King. So maybe we can get Night King back in versus Sav, or... Actually, let's get Sav and Print against one another. Just so we've been waiting for so long, dude. Man, if only we had a 5th group available, then we'd be able to rotate you guys properly. I have 116 Master and Frost. This doesn't do anything. Wait, you have 116%? Oh my god. Maybe it would be better if like you were to go first without Frosty damage. Spectator match. Print and Sav. Here we go, let's get him in. Obliterate should be renamed to Noodleate. Well, hopefully they'll do some buffs for Obliterate crystals in Shadowlands. I mean, Warlocks and Enhancement Shamans have seen some changes. So hopefully Blizzard will take a look, just take a look at Frost DK and really try to figure out what they want to do with that 2-hand or 1-hand playstyle. Because right now, 2-hand is possible to equip as a Frost DK. It won't stop you from using your abilities, but the dual wield playstyle is obviously better because you're playing with 2 runes instead of 1. So when you have one big 2-hander, right? One big 2-hander, 1 rune. 2 weapons, 2 runes. So 2-hander obviously wins. Because the damage difference is like within single digits of like Obliterate or 2-hander or Obliterate dual wield. It's really in single digits. It makes almost no difference whatsoever. So Blizzard definitely has to do something for 2-hand for it to work, but hopefully they will. At least for now. But yeah, Frost DK is sometimes I'm like, man, Owlet doesn't do much, and then I look at Frost DKs, I look at Marksman Hunters, BM Hunters, I look at some of the other classes, I'm like, man, at least we're could be worse, right? Alright, switch. Got ourselves Sivir on Team Blue with Print Warlock in the back. We got Oni you, Lurk, and Laura. Oni, my man. Versus Team Elixir on red. Execution, Fast Kills, Lay. Gonna be first up as a sub rogue by the looks of it. And Psyched on Team Blue. Sivir getting hit with a cheap shot immediately from Lay. But it's gonna get hit with a leg sweep. Could that be a trinket out of the rogue right now? If Sivir does enough damage, that could totally be it. Evasion up for Lay immediately as soon as he sees the cooldowns out of Sivir with a vanish. That's probably not a good move. As a rogue, never pop Vanish together with Evasion, boys. That's a waste of cooldowns. If you're going to pop Evasion, pop Evasion. Use it for the big cooldowns. If you're going to Vanish, you should pop Vanish. Never together. And try to keep Cloak and Vanish separate if you can as well, if possible. But sometimes those can be put together if it helps you get away. That could definitely be helpful. But Evasion, you're evading everything, you're dodging things. Getting a shot onto Sivir. Maybe Lay could go for a setup. Maybe you have a good setup here. It's going to be double Shadow Strike, cheap shot. Big dress with an Eviscerate. Maybe Tank Trick coming in for Sivir. So Lay should try to lay off him for a moment. Doesn't have advantage for this touch of death. Is just going to barrage, but Sivir touch of death could be the anti-him right here. Yep, didn't have anything. Didn't pop blind onto Sivir or nothing. Had feint. Maybe could have feinted a portion of that damage. It looks like Psyched is going to be up next. Waiting for Sivir to kind of come out. Big Meta on top of Sivir. Let's go for Big Blood of the Enemy. Big Blood of the Enemy is achieved. Wall for Sivir. Trying to catch up. That's going to be a stun with a big old fell barrage with a Counter Strike 1, Counter Strike 2. Karma coming up for Sivir. And Psych hitting him into a stun rotation, CC rotation. Severe could still be going down here. Could be a fly up in the air for Psych. Trinkets out of this. Gonna go for a big old blade dance. This is gonna be disarmed. Good fly up in the air if he wants to I-beam from a distance. Doing quite a bit of damage. Flying up in the air. Severe going for a massive heal from Print. And is gonna be able to catch a line of sight here unless... Now it looked like Psych only got 1 or 2 full rushes in there, or full lances in there. But Psych now has to wait until he has another setup. Stone into Severe. Trying to go for a few Chaos Strikes. Doing quite a lot of damage with every single one of those Chaos Strikes. And is going to bail out of there immediately. I think Psych just needs to wait until his cooldown's back up versus Severe. Because this man is in the red with Corruption Zero. Any hit from Severe is just destruction. And Psych can have a thing from beyond attack in a moment. He can have an eyeball spawn every time he takes damage. So this could be bad for him. But Severe, if he has a good setup, he'll definitely have advantage here. But if you're flying, Psych bails out of it immediately. But definitely needs to get himself some resources so he can go for a full setup. It's got to be imprisoned onto Severe. Severe out of defenses completely, so if Psy can do something here, it's going to get a stun to Severe, kiting him around, just trying to stay away from the monk for a moment. This is going to hide behind the tombstone altogether. He just needs to wait until he has some big cooldowns coming back up. Could fly up in the air with Severe not really having much line of sight. They could do that. That's going to be a thing from beyond trying to attack him. That's exactly what he needs to run away from. Try to see if he can get away from that thing. As that thing is the scariest thing in the arena for him right now. Good fly up in the air if he wants to. Trying to stay away from Severe as best possible. Waiting for CDs to come back. The most mobile class in the game. I think it's going to be in-cap available for Severe. Maybe a leg sweep right here too. With a leg sweep, I think he's going to have it. Leg sweep. Yeah, think for beyond. That's just going to help you. Didn't die somehow. Still got a backflip as he's about that. Oh my goodness. Severe was prepared for that one, dude. This prepared for Psych to go on ham, had a port and rolls out of it already prepared. That's super unfortunate, man. He wanted to get a wombo comboed, but he didn't. He wanted to use that wombo combo on the monk, didn't get to do it. Severe was ahead of the game. He saw that this demon was trying something wacky weird. He's going to take it super careful. That's going to be immediate trick for Severe. As fast skills get an opener, it's going to be Mally rolling onto Severe. He's going to try to get a wall up and running. Could defuse magic some of that Mally back to fast skills if he wants to. He's going to defuse. Actually, at the last tick, the fast skills had to deal with a bit of that Mally for a second there or two. Would have been great if Severe had counter pressure afterwards. But he didn't. Going to be a disarm onto fast skills, who's not looking to actually get into melee. He kind of walking by Severe, looking like he wants to dot him back up. Wall Trinket coming back up, the Chain Trinket is back in. Severe landing the Fist of Fury, not doing the damage for himself, but the images that he got going on are doing a bit of that damage. Fast skill building up some combo points from the images, making sure that the poisons are on Severe. And actually, that's going to be stars hitting Severe as well. Good thing he has that diffuse magic to stop it from time to time. Fast skills could go for a kidney shot. I think that's exactly what he's trying to go. It's going to be Vendetta, kidney shot on Severe. Does he have the big damage here? Does he have enough setup? Big Envenom coming out. That's going to be Karma immediately for Severe for sure. With a blind for fast skills, forced out a big cooldown out of Severe. That's going to go for that double flame in order to get himself back up and running with some damage. Severe's just going to have to eat that sap for a moment. Cheap shot by fast kills. Just getting his bearings up and running with a leg sweep to follow trinkets out of it. Severe does go what it looks like by using a Warlock Hellstorm from Print with the disarm onto fast kills, but he only got the dots up and running. That's going to be a touch of death on him. Could vanish it if he wants to. He's going to get a feint up and running. Maybe vanish this. Doesn't vanish it. Goes for evasion instead with a feint, just trying to reduce the damage on touch of death. Severe porting way away, using Tiger's Laws just to stay away from the rogue. That's going to be a wall for Severe as well. Get you a bunch of Vivifies up and running. Going to be an opener with a Garrote fast, because I think he tried to go for a sap. Might have gotten tagged by the Crane kick, or Crane AoE kick by Severe. No defensive available for the monk anymore. Has a Trinket as last ditch effort. It looks like actually fast skills are going to back up instead of finishing off the monk. This is actually going to catch himself a reset. Not really sure if that's exactly what you want to do in that situation. But I guess he didn't really have any dots, so he can go for a nice reset. Next kidney shot is definitely going to get trinketed. So I wonder if fast skills might want to open up with like a cheap shot or something. Open up with a kidney shot, immediate trinket by Severe. With the Mally to follow. And Severe does have Karma coming back very, very soon. Crucible Flame from afar. Severe popping at the tank trinket. Barely any health left. If fast skills just AFK, he's trying to get the Karma on you immediately, dude. He's trying to get the Karma, landing the Karma either way. Trying to go for heals, is going to get interrupted. All fast skills needs to do is wait out until the Karma is over. And the dot should do severe in. Trying to see if he can tuck his lust out of there. Vasquez catch him around the other corner. Getting his shot. Looks like that Envenom is going to be able to take out that monk. Big old Envenom at the end. With Laura going up next versus Fast Skills. Hit him with Reaper Flames immediately. That's going to be Twisted Appendage onto Fast Skills. As he's going to lock down and stuns back to back by Laura. Safeguard Trinket does save him here. It's going to get a vanish off. And Laura got big damage available. But the Fast Skills is nowhere to be found. Using that Cloak Shadows to make sure he gets away from that Nightblade dot as well. On top of Laura right now, could go for a sap if you saw him. Going to be AoE by one or the other. Garrod onto Laura with a cheap shot right after. This is where Fast Skills can go for that crippling poison. Let the dots melt Laura and go reset. Instead, he actually goes in for a stun to Laura, gets a trinket out of him, and goes in for a blind. This is going to be a perfect opportunity to get a clean reset. And has that Crucible Flame to give himself a little bit extra healing. So I like that about Crucible Flame. It gives you a little bit extra that versatility about it. Vendetta onto Laura. Open up with a cheap shot. Garrod getting dots up and running, but it's just gonna run. Letting the dots to work. Cloak Shot is coming up for Laura just to reduce some of the poison damage. He's getting a stun onto Fast. Does he have enough damage though? It's gonna be Twisted Appendage for Laura right now. Trying to get the big of his It's Mally rolling to Fast Skills. Not gonna give him opportunity to catch up a lot of heals. Back reversal onto the Kidney Shot. Short Kidney onto Laura. That's gonna be quite a bit of dots. Fast Skills trying to heal himself ASAP. Actually has the health advantage right now. Blind by Laura now. Does Laura have enough health here? It looks like Laura actually gets out scot-free without any dots whatsoever. It's Laura's game to lose here, as Fast Skills has no trinket, no nothing. And Laura has Cold Blood. I mean, at this point, you should have the advantage here. 100% guarantee. Shadow Strike, Nightblade, get the cheap shot with an Eviscerate maybe. Yeah, there's no way you lose this one. There's just no way. Big old execution charges at Laura, hitting him with Reaping Flames with a gesture gas immediately. Cheap shot coming in for Laura in a defensive fashion. Execution does have a leap if he wants to. Doesn't go leaping. Instead, he goes in straight, beeline into Laura, disarming him before any kind of CC comes out. More from Laura. Trying to shut us up around the warrior. Not gonna happen. Trying to reverse it back into his side of the pillar. Execution might just have to get in there. Get in charge of Laura. Looking for that execute. Not getting it. Trinkets out of the kidney shot. It's gonna blaze up for a second. Tentacle's gonna attack him. Cheap shot again into execution. Does take down Laura though. On to you. Gonna be up next. It looks like he's actually attacking on to you immediately. And on to you, it's been a while, man. Haven't seen it in a bit. Have you tried the big mastery build, by the way? It might be actually something worth looking at. So looking kind of memey. Big damage onto execution by the Demon Hunter. This is going to try to sit him in a fear. Getting the charge heal off of one of you. Going to smack him with a big old bike. The one of you didn't take any damage from the bike whatsoever, though. Literally took 0 damage. Disarmament on you for just a second. Flying up in the air. He doesn't need weapons. He's just going to pelt you from the sky. And execution cannot find line of sight and does go down. Because of that, Elixir already get attacked with fell lances before he can really get himself big damage in. Big bike into Elixir. On Oniyu, stopping Elixir at every move. Not even letting him heal with that enraged regeneration leaping on top of Oniyu. But it's not getting any kind of heals whatsoever. Oniyu looking just to end this duel versus Elixir with a Chaos Strike, and down he goes. Oh my goodness. The nerf Ursa? Yes, they did, boys. The nerf Ursa. That's why you have a lot of these boys dying as fast as they did. Normally, these duels would last a hell of a lot longer. The warriors, the demon hunters would live there far, far longer. Even rogues. But now that everybody's running gushing after the nerf Ursa, the games are quicker. Which is something to comment on, dude. The WoW community. Does WoW community want fast games? Or does WoW community want versatility and PvP resilience to return for slower games? Which one is it, man? Which one is it? It seems like you can't ever please anybody. Anyway, let's get another one going. Yeah, boys? I want to join Dalaran. How do I do that? 5V5 1v1s, my man. Open up a group. Or find a group that's up and running and join that. US 270 something. Alright, so I've got a 4 out of 5. Who was another guy that tried to add me or whatever it was? Did that not work? Did that guy add me just so he can be on reality? Did he not actually have a group? You guys remember? Who was it? That monk. The monk said add me, so I did add him. And he never PM me, be like, yo, I got a group. Did I not add him? I thought I did. I thought I did the whole, like... Is there no player around? There's actually no players around. I did the whole, like, when you target somebody, you can right click and be like add on BattleNet, like this guy, right? I did this. I did add BattleNet. Did that not work anymore? Did it bug? Was it full maybe? It was full on friends list. Night King is a 5-man ready. All right, we can maybe get Night King in versus Print or somebody. Oh, this is some good old shopping. Temption. Hope you're having a good one, my man. If there's any horde groups who's watching me, big bolts Barthelus. Yo, dude, let's try to get him in here, yeah? Let's try to get big bolts in here in the duel from time to time. I feel good Savin here versus. Look at Print and Night King. I think it'd be kind of cool. Because Print's team did win, and we can get Night King's team that also won last one. Night King, and I can't spell spectator match, by the way. That's why I fuck up these duels. Print 5. We're gonna get Ghost versus Sav. How does that sound? I think it'll be pretty good, yeah? Where's Decap? Decap got to play the first game, dude. But I think Decap went and played alts afterwards. But we'll see Decap in a bit, don't worry. I was another G again. Alright, man. I'm gonna keep having to queue Print and Night King. And it's gonna bug out, but I'll keep queuing you guys until it works, trust me. How to make war games with a macro called invite spectator match. You pop in invite spectator. You have to have 2 people with 5-man groups. Or I guess 3-man or 2-man. And I mean, if you just room war games, just WG and give people a real ID. And there you go. I've been playing like a month, so pretty behind and everything. Yeah, what's up, man? I hope you're having a good one. You didn't do that bad, man. Yeah, the game is pretty corruption heavy. You just missed the week where everybody were getting gushings. Like people were able to farm gushings as a corruption. You just missed it. I know, really, Demon Hunters need to be banned or nerfed to the ground. Well, they are getting nerfed in Shadowlands. I have 4 or 5, but I was full on this. I had 200. Wait, Pegasus. Okay, looking for Pegasus. Wait, is that you right here? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, no wonder that wouldn't work. Okay, now I got you. Yeah, because I remember. Is that you here? Yeah, I remember right clicking you and doing this, but that doesn't work if you already send me a thing. Cool, yeah. I thought it would work. Tricold, you got a 5? Sav has a group of 5. Yeah, I'll get Sav in here as soon as I can. Trying to get Print and say everyone Q removed it. Okay, now it works. Yeah, Print, Night King. It'll work eventually. It bugs out. Sometimes I have to wait. Sometimes I have to spam. So I try. Sometimes I just spam invite until it works. Other times I'll invite. And I'll give it like 30 seconds, then I'll invite, I'll give it 30 seconds, and eventually after all those 30 second times, it'll eventually work, you know what I mean? How do you make war games? Just WG, but if you're doing like the spectator mode that I do, is invite spectator match, space real ID name, space real ID name, space number of people per group, space, and it'll do random arena, or you can type in which arena. You just need a keyword. So like Black Rook hold, you could just type Rook, or hold. Or if you're doing like Dalaran sewers, just type in Dalaran or sewers. Or if you're doing Nagrand, just Nagrand. You don't need to do the whole name. Except for Troll Veron. That one you have to do the full Troll thingy, Veron, whatever. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got us this big bowl. Man, how would you imagine a guy named Big Bolts would look like? This is exactly what I thought he would look like. We got us this lyric here. It looks like he's not going first. On to you. This is going to be first up and running with Print in the back and Severe. And it looks like it's going to be 4-man squad. Hopefully the 5th connects. But Peachy is going to be first up as a Boomkin. Looking like a vanilla Boomkin. Or like a Cataclysm Boomy. That's what a Boomy used to look like. But like the longest time I was doing dungeons with that same staff, I got it from a quest. Peach is going in for big incarnation. He's going to have a disarm reflected on himself. Very unfortunate as Ani, you popping in big meta. That's going to be maybe a cycle with Peachy getting hit with a stun as he got bar set up and running. Actually doing quite a bit of damage to Ani you though. He's going to catch a few heals. The Skaz the Lord and Love Amber and Shilpills awaiting their turn. As Peachy sells a lot of damage already. Ani actually backing up versus a balanced druid. I think he's just waiting for another re-CC just for a hit and run strap. Gonna be Cyclone trying to come up onto Aniyu. Gonna get a fell. What is it called again? The stun. But it's gonna be the fell something, not fracture. We had a whole discussion on the stream. Safeguard trick coming over for PG as he's trying to get ACC onto Oniyu. Popping into bear form for a second. Does he get in rage regen? I think he does. Thorns are up. Oniyu needs to find a way to take this off. He's actually going to fly up in the air. PG is kind of exposed down here. Trying to see if he can dash behind the boxes. He does get to. I think he actually might have caught a reset for a second. Because Oniyu was a little delayed with his damage. And Oniyu taking quite a bit of damage still from this Boomkin. BG got himself Barkskin back up and running. Has this arm if Oniyu wants to close the gap. And actually, I think this Boomkin might have the Demon Hunter bashing into that Blade Dance, which isn't good. Oniyu picking up the Metamorphosis back up again. Blur is up, catching up on a lot of heals. PG got himself Barkskin, popping into bear form. Might be able to maybe have a moment of survival. Frenzied Regen is coming back for him. Needs those Thorns immediately right here. Trying to get some Star Surges back into Oniyu. Not gonna happen. And Chill Pills approaching Oniyu. As soon as Peachy dies, he waited. Even like a whole half a second pass. As soon as Peachy is dead. But he stayed where he was. And he attacked Oniyu. And I'm actually okay if like if you kite somebody over next to the enemy's team. And as soon as you die, the next person attacks him. You waited. That's good enough. That's fair for me. It's going to be Lichborn for Chill Pills as he's deciding to mix it up a little bit with more uses of IBF. If he has the trait for IBF where it heals you, that'll actually be very useful with the setup. Unless it doesn't work for Lichborn. And Oniyu is just dotted up and looking to get away from Chill Pills. You got Absorbatron. Maybe that thing will be able to keep him alive for a little bit longer. Nope, Absorbatron doesn't really absorb a lot. As Oniyu is sitting in darkness, he has dots on him, stunned, but Chill Pills trinkets out of it. Does pick up a little bit of a small heal. Oniyu does have big bolts and pretty Warlock to give him more like Hellstones too, though, so at least there's that. Chill Pills actually going around the box and eating a bike. If only he stayed behind the box for just a second, he actually would have avoided the bike damage. And Oniyu catching a short imprison onto Chill Pills for a second, eating a snowball, but that thing doesn't really ramp up that big damage without a second target to bounce it off of, and Chill Pills takes him out. Yeah, I wish they made the snowball that bounces between players for DK. Something that could be usable on single person. Well, actually, with a hunter for Chill Pills, this could be the perfect go. Get a big old CC onto Lurk, blood of the enemy onto both him and the pet, get a snowball bouncing. If it was a Tauren, he would have that AoE stun as well. He's going to have to run at Lurk into a stun to follow. Lurk is going to trinket out of an AMS for Chill Pills to deal with any of the freezing traps or anything. That's going to be a big old blood of the enemy right now. Does Chill Pills have the big damage for Lurk? Does he have the big snowball to bounce between the hunter and the pet? This would be the perfect time to do it. As Lurk out though, there it goes, dude. There it goes. It's doing damage. Lurk actually might just die from it. Super close to death. Trying to get himself a heal that is going to be, or what is it? It looked like he had something else he was trying to give himself a heal. Maybe it was a pet heal or something. But it looked like he was trying to get himself Mending Bandage. And an Azeroth proc stopped him. But that's not what it was. It was something else. I'm not sure anymore though. But Lurk is going to get you ripped in. And Chill Pills using the whole pet class wombo combo to get the big snowballs bouncing. That was perfect for him. With a monk, he actually can do the same thing. If the monk gets images up and running, and if you kill one of the images, you might be able to get the images to bounce it back into the monk. It is an extra target, so you're not going to have nearly as much focus, but it's still pretty decent to be able to do so. Chill Pills is going to have to play very defensively versus Sivir. It's going to be Sivir popping in the tank trinket. The Azeroth tank trinket, which has been nerfed, but doesn't really feel like it's nerfed, honestly, does it, boys? Going to be AMS for Chill Pills, setting and waiting to get himself heals back up until after Deathback Necrotics are off. And finally they are off. Lexu by Sivir forcing Chill Pills to go into Lichborn, trying to get as many death strikes as possible. And that's going to be the 5-minute mark here, boys, with Sivir going to be at half-ish health with 2 down on Team Blue. And only 1 down for Team Red, but they were missing 1 to begin with, which is a little bit sad. Disarm to Chill Pills, but looks like he's running in the opposite direction anyway. As he's looking to kite the monk around with the Chain of Ice for a moment. Getting close up as Sivir tried to recover some health. That's going to be a Fist of Fury flying, but there was a stun by Chill Pills. Trinket for Sivir. And Chill Pills super extremely low in health, but so is Sivir. Could be Karma anytime by the Monkus. If he's able to, yep, there goes that Karma. He needs to get the hell out of there immediately. He needs to get himself a healer too. Lichborn might not be available anytime soon, actually, but looks like he's going to be down just to the Karma damage proccing out Azerites, which makes it super unfortunate. Kazalord is going to see Sivir popping in the Azeroth tank trinket and bailing out of it immediately. Going to be touching that onto Kazalord now. Still holding on to the Shield of Vengeance. That Shield of Vengeance is definitely going to pop with that touch of death. Sivir might be down for the cow in here. There's lots of damage coming out of the Paladin. Narrowly escapes it, but the Paladin is still in the chase. Judgment! Woo! Second hammer thrown in! Just throwing in the hammer. And we got Penguin Step. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's on in. Hey, how's it going? The fourth approach of the fifth challenger approaches as Kaz the Lord is going to try to hold the fort. We'll see if Penguin is completely deceived or not, but next up is going to be big bolts and then print. 2 warlocks together. That's quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot of potential power about those two. We'll still go warlock is hard to know, but when there's 2 of them, it's a whole another story. And I'm going to guess, yeah, Bolts is a Chaos Bolt guy. Guy named Big Bolts not playing a Chaos Bolt Warlock, I mean, it would be absurd. Preposterous. 6 minutes in, going to the 7-minute mark soon as 12% dampening rolling up. That's going to be Kazalor trying to get a setup into Big Bolts, but it's going to get that Succubus CC to hit the Paladin. Throws Stun onto Kaz. He trinkets out of it before a Kaz Bolt can come out. Does get the fastest bolts ever with another Kaz Bolt back to back. Kazalor seeing the speed of those bolts bubbles this immediately. And Big Bolts, if he can somehow get over to Kaz, then he might be able to get more Kaz Bolt damage up and running. He does get himself Rain of Fire rolling, which should beef up the other Kaz Bolts he's got going on. Trying to get conflags, but looks like Kaz the Lord has completed DR from all the roots. It's going to Mortal Coil for a second. Fury to follow. Bolts got big damage. There's going to be huge Kaz Bolts right here. Busted through Shield of Vengeance. Bolts are just getting Kaz the Lord to half-ish hell. Trying to see if he can sprint the hell out of there and get some flash of lights rolling. Second CC. Big Bolts might have one big Kaz Bolt ready here. Big-ish Kaz Bolt. Kaz got himself Execution Sentence rolling onto Bolts. Should be DR completed from all the fears. Should go for some damage right now. Try to get himself a healer too. It's going to get interrupt on a fire onto Bolts. Probably not the best interrupt possible. It's going to get a slow onto the Warlock though. As he's recovering a little bit of health. Actually getting quite a bit of burst. And Bolts can't really get to the edge. Kaz got the ledge strats here. He's just jumping, throwing hammers at Bolts. Not a lot Bolts can do. Actually taking him out. The ledge strat was actually overpowered. And Penguin planted a flag into Bolts? Why you gotta do that? Is that because he's a Warlock? Yo, Bolts, we still love you, man. Hey, you play your best. You play your heart out. Don't care about the haters. You play your best you can. But also realize you're playing a Destro, dude. Some people ain't gonna like you just for playing Destro. Good for you. In this channel, we don't discriminate. It's gonna be a big old Bolts of Kaz, and down he goes. There's nothing you can do. Bop, not available. Not against those stuns. Maybe Shield of Vengeance might have saved him, but that's gonna be huge damage. And Penguin just taking a beating. What? Penguin metamorphosing, actually dodging that one Kaz Bolt. Fear for a second. Just came in and just got wrecked. Oh, Penguin is just gonna have to take a. No wonder he flagged Big Bolts. He hates Warlocks that much because that's what they do to him. Gonna be a short interrupt by Amber onto the Shadow spell from Print. Goes for a Shadow Meld off the Kazball. Big dress onto Print as he got away from the pet for a second. Mortal Coil onto Amber as he's gonna eat a Kazball or two. Fear locking him out. A second Kazball is in air. It is connecting. Oh my god, Amber came in trying to get some damage, but Print Warlock got even bigger bite than what Amber can do, and Amber's a feral. Print needs to get away maybe to the gateway if possible. He's going to wall his damage. Wall coming out for Amber. Print is still going to get that CC rolling onto Amber though. He's just controlling the feral as best as possible. Wait until another Mortal Coil is available. Maybe until another Infernal is up. It's going to be Skull Bash by Amber. Maim onto Print. Actually landed that kill. Wow, that was a good setup just now by the feral. That was actually a really top tier setup by the feral. Very well played, man. Very well played. Against groups of more than 2 rogues, that is true, Ark. No, that is true. But then again, rogues belong in the rogues belong in a hole. Honestly, rogues, they're not people. Nope, Ark, that's true. Ark said it's not true. We do discriminate against groups with more than 2 rogues, but rogues are a whole other breed of Pepega Omega that we don't like here. Trust me, I'm a rogue main. We don't want more of me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. All right, boys, let's get another go, dude. Pegasus 5 out of 5. Alright, we got Pegasus in here with a 5-man team. Let's get him in here, yeah? Sav is ready, so we can get Pegasus versus Sav. That'll be perfect. Come on, boys. You watch me, you see me play Rogue. You see rogues like Pika and all of them play arenas. Come on, you don't want more of us, dude. You don't want more of us. You want less of us. So Rogue's going to Hall, where they belong. Because rogues don't belong nowhere. No one wants them. Neither do I. Everybody else though. Everybody else though. You're alright. I don't care if you're Destro. Rogue Mage is the way. I think it's gonna be the meta right now, dude. Oh, I think it's gonna be Rogue Mage with this versatility, nerves, and gushing coming back. Rogue Mage is everywhere again. Arcane Outlaw. Okay, Arcane Outlaw is a whole nother. That's some illegal stuff right there. I'm pretty sure the WoW community will tell you gotta play fire, you have to play assassination. Anything besides this is just straight up illegal. But yeah, you're more than welcome to play that. I say you're more than welcome to. I'm okay with that. Hey, gushing wounds is fine. Gushing wounds are fine. 8 gushing wounds, that's totally fine. 9, that's fine. 25 in a few weeks, that's fine. That's fine. That's an over-exaggeration, let's be honest here. Alright, we got ourselves Switch. Actually, new people. We got ourselves Genesis as Arcane Mage. We got ourselves Lava Bomb as I want to say Elemental Shaboy. We got Peach as a Boomy. We got Twin Cities. Oh no, the jokes the other day, dude. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta resist that one. Water Mist for Moonguard as well. Peachy getting sapped up by the Rogue. Lay's gonna be first up as a sub-rogue. I'm just swapping back and forth between two teammates all the time, dude. I'm swapping between wrong people altogether. But instant Thorns as well as Barskin for Peachy. This is taking a bit of damage from Lay. Lay popping in a cloak. That's going to be one less defensive for him to use versus Peachy. And Peachy is going to go for immediate disarm. Lay can't really do much against it. Has his hands ready, but that's going to be a couple Sunfires, maybe on a Moonfire attack approached by Peachy. Playing a balance droid, he's going to have to play very carefully versus Rogue. He's going to get a Bastion to the Rogue. Perfect opportunity for him to get some big damage. Maybe even go for Rudon to the Rogue, if possible. He's going to get the big dots. Lay without a cloak. Eating the Voodoo Trick and Peachy popping in that Incarn. Trying to get the big damage. Blowing up the Rogue. And out of there. Scot-free. That was quite a lot of cooldowns just for a single Rogue. But he had to commit it. Otherwise the Rogue would take advantage of that, dude. No way. The Rogue SMH. Yeah. Yeah, that's a yikes right there. Boys, it's gonna be Stormball on Peachy as actually can try to get some damage in. Peachy. If Peachy. Oh, that is like. Oh, Reflect available. Peachy can play around Reflect. That's Thorns could be huge. Got himself Friends in Region. Thorns not available for a little bit. Has the Summon to Execution. Could stop him for a second. Fear by Execution. So actually, if you disarm him, Execution won't be able to do much unless he has Stormball coming back in. You disarm him to Execution. Peachy might finally be able to get some damage in. Execution looking like he wants to back up. Peachy, I think, is going to have to go for a perfect setup where he either gets Execution to end himself through Thorns, or you have to dot and run. You have to dot Execution, like he's trying to go for Entangle Roots. You might have to find a way to Entangle Root him, dot him up and run. And just run out, let him melt to your dots. And then when he goes in for Reflect, post-Reflect, you got to pop Thorns after Reflect is over. But that will only work if Execution is super low on health. He does have Fear, he does have Stormbolt, so he plays into CC, Entangle Roots onto Execution, does go for Reflect, so that means he has no answer now. So if Peachy goes in hyper aggressive here with Thorns, this could actually be good. We'll just have to wait and see how he's going to go about it. Trying to get some dots up and on into Execution. He's going to throw in a bike with a big Recklessness rolling. Thorns are up for Peachy. Perfect opportunity for him to get some big damage. Execution bailing out of there immediately on those Thorns. That's going to be a Barskin for Peachy as well. Charging in as Thorns should be right about done. Still getting himself quite a lot of healing. Bash by Peachy, forces him to check out Execution. And as long as he's on top of Peachy, he's going to be able to get a lot of heals. Peachy playing Barskin might send him back. I think Peachy has to play Roots. But in Roots and Duels, it's super hard to pull off, dude. Because Roots, I mean, they break to any kind of dots, right? If those were Roots that didn't break to dots, that could be a different story. Peachy got himself Incarnation proccing from a trade, but has to pop in a bear from just to survive the Warrior's Onslaught. That's so tough. I think he has Thorns back up. I think he's just waiting for Execution to use Reflect in order to get the Thorns out of there. But does get himself a reset. Is going to get dots back into Execution. Reflect is used pretty early on. Peachy is going to get himself a little bit of line of sight for his Execution. No more Thorns available, so if the Execution goes for big damage and Peachy has Thorns, this could be huge. He's going to pop Thorns. It's going to be Stormbolt. Execution knows he can't really hit into it. He's just going to wait it out. Fear to lock Peachy down even more. And Peachy does have Barkskin after this though. So Execution, he really needs to get Execution to go in big hambo damage. So maybe you gotta wait until Execution has like full cooldowns available or something. But Peachy going in for a bash and trying to get himself a reset. And I think he definitely needs to leave Execution with a couple dots. Like bash him, Moonfire, Sunfire, War running away. I think you have to, because otherwise this warrior is never gonna go down, dude. This warrior loves playing in melee. He gets so much healing, percentage-based healing every time he bloodthirsts, which is going to be tough. Lockdown onto Peachy with a Stormbolt. Had it to a set advantage for a second. Is going to disarm himself, which is super unfortunate, but has Thorns back up and running if he wants to. There's going to be Frenzy Regen. Could go for Thorns if he wants to. If Execution goes for big damage, he's going right now. Perfect opportunity. Peachy's got himself counter-offensive. Execution leaping away. And Peachy is the one getting offensive here, trying to charge in. Execution just needs to wait out for those thorns. It's going to be a star surge for Peachy. Still has a lot of damage available. Execution looks like another Recklesses. I guess he has a trait where sometimes he gets random Recklesses from an auto attack or from a random crit, or every time he spends rage. I think that might be it. It's going to be a stun to Peachy. He does get Barkskin for this. Could be a disarm available for Execution. The Execution goes for a trinket out of the batch. Another Recklesses. Unless he's playing a build where he's just getting so many rage spenders and gets Reckless back up super quick. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Cyclone onto the warrior and bails out of there immediately, dude. As soon as he can. 5 minutes in, 3% dampening starting to roll in. Looks like Peachy is going to be able to catch a scot-free reset. It's going to be a hard one here, boys, with Peachy versus Execution. Like, you have to play very specifically to win this. Very, very specifically. And Peachy's going to have a hard time with that Reflect. Because he saw Execution pop Reflect, Peachy had to take those thorns off. That's going to be Execution popping a Fear. I'm not really sure why he popped a Fear just there. He is getting a bit of those Bloodthirsts for free from Peachy. Peachy popping in a trinket from the Stormbolt as if he got some damage. Maybe he does though. Bash with Execution as he got some random damage. I don't even know what's the cooldown for Execution. It feels like there's no cooldown with Recklesses. He's going to get an interrupt onto Peachy on arcane spells that lets him get those nature spells in through which do better single target damage. He got himself a little bit of Frenzy Regen, trying to thrash at Execution. Dampening is going to start making it harder for this warrior to win, but it's also going to be kind of harder for Peachy to win as well. And the rest of their teams, oh man. Lava Bomb, Watery Mist, being Shamans, they rely on healing quite a bit. Thorns are up for Peachy, Execution leaps out of there. Peachy, I think, gets a random proc for Incarn from, yeah, that's a random proc Incarn. That wasn't actually Incarn. And the dot damage of Peachy just doesn't do a lot to Execution. I mean, he has Moonfire, Sunfire, but he's just passive regeneration being out of combat just keeps him afloat. That's something that I hope that Blizzard does better with Boomkins. Maybe gives him like a potentially really, really strong dots in the future, at least for PvP, right? On a talent or something like that. Where their dots could actually start doing melting power. I mean, they do a little bit. But a lot of it is just Star Surges and cast, but it's tough out there against warriors, dude. What's he gonna do? Cast Star? I guess he's supposed to cast Wrath at him, doesn't he? Or solo Wrath right now, but it's gonna be Wrath in the expansion. And it's gonna be a. Was that Thorns for Peachy? Did that get a? I think he popped Thorns and then took him off immediately. Execution still backs out of it. Hitting the 7-minute mark, boys. 15% dampening. And Peachy's still looking worse for wear. Does Barkskin that dress damage though? But it's going to get feared as he's trying to get himself a little bit of line of sight. It looks like Execution might have his way here. As he was getting some big rampy damage onto Peachy, but he does get to sneak away. He does get to break away from the warrior for at least a moment. Trying to go for Entangled Roots. Didn't even get those off. That's going to be a batch of Execution trinkets out of it. As long as he has the slows on Peachy, he'll be good. Let's throw the bike at the big old bear. Does go for a Frenzy Regen. That's going to be a big hill with Renewal. And a disarm to Execution who has Reflect up and running. Peachy might have Thorns here, but that's probably going to be a big leap for Execution. Incarn available. Looks like Execution wants to stay in there. Nope. Goes and yeets himself out of there. He does not want to play with Thorns at all. So he's going to take it as slow as it needs to. Charging in the last seconds of those Thorns. Peachy still has Incarn. I think he might just go in for big damage. Execution getting silenced. I don't really know if he can use Enraged Regen while silenced. So that might actually be bad for him. Actually, I think he cannot. He stepped away from silence for a second just so he can get Enraged Regen. And that's going to be a lot of the health back coming back for Execution. Literally no way for Peachy to counter that one. Does have, unless he had Disarm, I guess, actually. I don't know if he had Disarm by then. Cyclone trying to make a play. Stormbolt by Execution. Looking like he maybe got a bunch of ramps ready. Stormbolt, stun onto Execution. And Peachy is going to go for Cyclone towards the end of that stun with some regrowth to follow. Yeah, this is gonna be impossible. It would be cool. I mean, I think Peachy has to play like a really wacky, weird build with maybe like certain trinkets. He does have the Voodoo Rod trinket. I don't know if he used the Voodoo Rod trinket at all in execution. But I think maybe a Boomkin could win against melee like that if you had like weird playstyles to it. Disarm onto execution, Voodoo Rod trinket coming in. As Peachy had himself incarnate, execution gets a charge, Bloodthirst, and gets it back up to speed. Getting the Stormbolt onto Peachy, looking to get this executes off. Reflect is up, Peachy can't really do much about this. But after this Reflect, maybe he could pop a Thorns. If Thorns is back up, sitting in bear form, got him Frenzy Regen. Maybe Thorns could be perfect here. Execution has a trinket coming up very, very soon. Barkskin for Peachy. As Execution not going anywhere, he's just getting so much healing back to back from this. Peachy getting a few insta casts here and there, getting interrupted on nature. Bash onto Execution, trying to get those Lunar Strikes for a little bit of damage. Not even Cyclone goes for those Thorns. Reflect is up for Execution. Peachy had to cancel immediately. Execution leaps out of there. And Disarm is available for Peachy. He has Disarm. Maybe. Just maybe. Execution does have a trinket. I think he can trinket Disarm. He's waiting for that Reflect for sure. What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Execution, that's not allowed. What? That's pretty scum. That's really scum. Team Red. Okay, here we go. Yo, someone heal Genesis. Someone heal Genesis, dude. They were like hands off. They were so hands off from there, dude. Somebody heal him. That was a scum move, dude. Execution, I kind of liked you, guy. I kind of liked you too, but now, oh, you're in a shit list, dude. What part of 5V5 1v1 duel is important? The 5v5, the 1v1, or the duel? Maybe the word. Who the fuck? Dude, that's desperation. He was so desperate to feed that Boomkin. He was like, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm killing somebody if I can. Because he knew he could beat Peachy at that point. That was a well-deserved win for Peachy. Well-deserved win for that Boomkin. Well-deserved, dude. Yo, if your boys see Execution, I'm out. I'm bailing. Nope, I don't care who this guy is. If I see Execution in the arena in duels, I'm out. I'm just leaving. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Psych getting completely blasted by Twin, and Twin taking him down. Psych was running pretty high corruption for a build. We get to move on to the next duels as Twin City's going to be up next. Get himself a bit of a heal. As Fasca's looking to wreck the Twin Cities. Alright, Twin. Alright, Twin, we'll see if you can fight versus fast kills. Get this Execution guy out of here. Get him out of here. Oh my god, that warrior mentally blown by Boomy. Dude, that was like, he was actually at a point where he couldn't win. He actually realized that he can't win against the Boomkin, so he decided, you know what, I'm gonna take out Genesis. I'm killing somebody. That warrior did that because the Druid was being boring and not really to do anything except running. Do you want a verse versus that? That's a terrible tell that warrior that's a terrible excuse, and he has 0 honor and he doesn't read. What part of 5v5 1v1 duels is the most important part? 5v5 1v1 or the duels? Probably the duels. Probably the 1v1s. Probably the fact that you are versing that person until it is turned for someone else. I don't care if you find dueling Boomy boring, you can just not participate in duels. You could just AFK. We're having ourselves some fun here. Tell that guy he could just AFK out then. That's a terrible excuse. As Twin City is getting hammered with cheap shots and kitten shots. Big Vendetta. That's going to be another cheap shot. Oh, you're set up by fast kills. Get that warrior out of here. Get him out of here. If I see the name Execute again, I'm out, boys. Nope, I don't care. You have him in your group, I don't care to watch. Sorry, we'll get another person in. Yeah, so, like, seriously, if he actually finds it boring, and if he doesn't want to play this kind of duels, he can just not participate. Or he can leave. There's 2 options. But in a duel, you're fighting against the Boomkin. He didn't do it because he's bored. He did it out of desperation. He was low in health, waiting for cooldowns, and the Boomkin actually had him on the ropes. We all saw it. Come on, dude. Come on. He probably charged the mage just to get a heal. And then he was like, you know what? F it. Whatever. He did out of desperation. Come on, out of here, dude. Genesis. Here's a real duel. You're not going to be bashed by a warrior. However this duel goes, win or lose, it's your duel. But you actually get a real duel. Ooh! Catching a rogue and a nova. That is allowed. Once you're in the 5v5 arena, you can go for the honor duel. But if you want to BM, hey, as soon as Genesis is next, as soon as the rogue died, Genesis can do whatever he wants. That was a nice nova. But Fast Skills got out of there. Try to give him a little bit of BM. Genesis is going to have Iceberg coming up. Yeah, it's basically back up. It's basically back up. Ooh, but these people are leaving. You can see defensive and offensive. Fast Skills trying to get some big damage on Genesis and doing a good job of it. Genesis trying to see if he can blink around Fast Skills, letting those arcane missiles fly. But it's going to be double Crucible into Genesis. Lots of dot damage. Trying to Crucible himself back up in health. But I think he's going to be down for the count. Yep. Man, the dots are just brutal. Brutal. That was crazy, dude. Anyway, Lava Bomb is going to be up next as an elemental Shaboy with Water and Mist in the back. Both elementals. One running Skyfarer, the other is not. Maybe it's going to be a slightly different playstyle. Can Fast Skills finish this off? Or are the Shamans going to bring back glory for Team Red? And look at Fast Skills. He gave an honorable duel to Genesis. He gave him a nice bow, even though he got hit by a Nova. He still gave it an honorable duel. He didn't fret, he didn't complain, he didn't start attacking the Shamans. He just, well, now he's attacking the Shamans and oh my god, Lava Bomb just disappeared. I think Fast Skills just pressed Symbiosis and Lava Bomb gave him a vanish. Lava Bomb pressed vanish, now he's out of here. Oh my goodness. Yo, Fast Skills, give this Water Mist guy an honor duel. Show us how honorable Team Blue can be. I know you're in a bad position, but give that bow from a distance. From a distance, perfectly fine. Because I know this man is honorable. Plus, also, he has a blind, so I think he'll be okay. What are you doing? Scratches his ass on the keyboard, out of the floor. Look at honorable. Look at him honorable, dude. Look at him. And Water Mist, honorable? Are we doing? Ooh, actually honorable. Look, we can be civilized. We can be men and women of the internet and be civilized. And looks like Water Mist has a lot of corruptions. I don't really know how it's going to be, but... let's see how that goes. Fast Skills without a trinket, no cloak, dust evasion, vanish available, no vendetta, blind available as well. Water Mist coming back with all the cooldowns going to be opened up with a road cheap shot in the opener. Full dots are up and Fast Skills just trying to load him up full of damage. Going to be knocked back by the Shaman. Could be a lasso right here as he's getting the elemental up and running. Get the shot. It's going to be short. However, Water Mist decides to trick it either way. Get in the Stormkeeper while the dots are on him. I don't really know if he wants to sit there because the dots are kind of melting him. Dots are doing a lot of damage. Go road before you can lasso the rogue. Cheap shot again. What can Water Mist do? I think it's just down for the count. Blind. And Fast Skills just needs a global. And that's it. And it's over. Goes for a sap. Oh my god. Water Mist. A little bit of a misplay, I think. But Fast Skills. And now he's just haunted. Now he's just coming out of cell and jumping around haunted. Oh my goodness. Well, there it is. Fast Skills actually coming in with 4 kills, dude. Wow, that was awesome. Fast Skills came in. He gave a couple bows. Honorable. He even got duped by the mage, but you know what? He was like, you know what? Dal asked for honor. I'm going to show honor. I'm going to show how it's done. Could have went either way, but you know what? He did it. I asked him, he did it. That's a man I can salute. Easily. Execution. Get the fuck out of here. Grab your shit and get out. Just because you were getting beat by Peachy, you decided to pull that out of here, dude. We don't like that shit. You could just lose with some honor. It's fine. It's a duel. We have so many of these. You win some, you lose some. Who cares? So what if it's a Boomkin? He's trying to win too, right? What's he supposed to do? Just fall down on the ground and just be like, all right, execute me, dad. There it is. No. Execution, no. Yeah, let's just do just for the day. Execution, maybe next week I might have a change of heart. You know what I mean? But if I see a group with execution, I'm just gonna leave for the day. For the day. Maybe I'll have a change of heart next week. You know what I mean? Maybe he didn't have a good day today. Maybe next week he's gonna have a better day, whatever. I am a man of second chances. Or at least I try to be. I try to be. Generally, I'm not a forgiven. I'm not a forgiven God. But I'll try to be. Next week, we might reconsider, you know what I mean? Might reinstate his membership. He might be able to leap into the arenas and fight another day. Because I was enjoying his gameplay, and then he pulled that, and I'm enjoying him a little less. But that's just how the fucking cookie crumbles, boys. Another one, Dalaran, don't be so dictator. What? What are you talking about, Pavel? Yo, this is a dictatorship, dude. You know where I'm from? Fucking Russia, boys. What do you mean? Back from my life, please let me join. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We'll think about it, Execution. We'll think about it. We'll think about it next week, yeah? Next week. We'll consider it. Come on, dude. Don't beg it. That's weird. That's too weird. We'll think about it. I wondered how these duels would be different if stealth classes were banned. Oh, if stealth classes were banned, like druids, rogues, and would hunters count as a stealth class because they can cam them? I think it'd just be a lot of demon. No, pharaohs would be banned too. I think it'd be a lot of demon hunters and monks doing the most damage, or maybe unholy DKs or Destra warlocks. Come on, women should be in the video, please. A back from life. Yo, 1v2. I'll think about it. I'll look into the footage. Grant says no, so now. Yeah, are mages a stealth class? Because they have invis. That's actually quite a lot of classes if you're talking about stealth. Do shadow melts count? Can you not be a night elf? That's invis. That's stealth in sense. I'll be super honorable next time. We'll think about it next week, PNTRX. Don't stress yourself too much while you wait, though. Oh my god, this guy. I think Isaac deserves another chance. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Alright, boys. We gotta call out there, dude. It's 7 PM. I got a shit ton of videos to work on, boys. So I'm gonna get some food and then go back to that. I also want to run some dungeons from the alpha. And I want to do some PvP. I haven't had to do arenas in a while. The only person I can do arenas is with Tickle. And Tickle is always so fucking busy. So I gotta I gotta sneak into the DMs and try to get his attention before he starts streaming and hanging out with his boys. Dude, I need more people to do arenas with, honestly. Holy shit. Holy shit, I need to do more arenas with people. Anyway, boys, we'll see you guys for more 5v5 next week. Friday is EU day, Saturday is NA, same time as usual. Check the description down below. Join our Discord, all that information is there. Also, we have a dope ass community and I want more of you guys to participate in that Discord. I want to start promoting my Discord more often, really chill in it. It's just me. Oh wait, dude, Atho, I think it'd be so fun. I think it would be so fun. Oh my god, dude. I think it'd be actually so fun if me and Atho just came in, yapping kids as Outlaw, Rhett. Dude, oh my god, that actually would be so much fun. Holy shit, that actually would be fun. Because he has reset, I have resets. We can go in, big damage, reset, go back in. Oh my god. Atho coming in A. No, it's gonna lag, Atho. It's gonna lag. Trust me, I have an E account. It lags with PvP. It feels a little weird. You can get used to it, but it feels floaty all the time. Don't. We did choose the freaks? Alright. I need to do a team for threes, man. I never do threes. I think it'd be fun. Never get to do any threes. Those always look so fun. Especially like Lower Mar. Just move to an A, easy. Yeah, that's I we're supposed to outlaw blades of the Yeet. True. Who's Night King? We can still 1v1. Yeah. Night King is Chill pills. On server, I can maybe find it. If you want to just message him. Server Storm Rage. Chill 2 L's. Pills 2 L's. Chill pills. 4 L's in the name. Storm Rage. If that helps anybody. Our freaks, by the way, what's up? What's up, freaks? Wait. In chat, you mean freaks? Oh, okay. Easy to start. Let's go fund me for Atha. Oh my god, dude. Atha, don't listen to the whippersnappers. Trust me, playing in other regions weird, dude. It's weird. Trust me. It is a little bit. Did I save that one? I think I will. I don't know if I'll make that into a video, but I like to save them just in case. Just so I can remind everybody of execution in this dishonorable game. Alrighty, boys, we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. I'll see you guys all tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. potential I'll take a day off at some point this week. That is on Thursday. No guarantee yet. I guess I'll have to see how I feel. But my sleep schedule has been whack. His hair, whack. His mustache, whack. His shoes, whack. The kids he hangs out with, whack. Actually, none of them. Nobody. That's kind of whack. My sleep schedule has been so fucking out of whack, dude. It's actually fucked up. I gotta sleep. Or I gotta learn how to sleep again. Honestly. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I'll see you all boys next stream already. Alright. Peace.